Afternoon to you out there. It is time for the segment where we call it Youth Empowerment. And we're going to start with our instrumental song. Hope you guys enjoy it, and then you're stuck with us for another 2 hours. It's as simple as that. Winston, you want to say anything? No? Let the music run? Okay. Let's not forget it. Youth Empowerment. All right. Good afternoon. This is Natoya with you, Youth Empowerment, and co-host is
Winston Dubule.
All right. So Youth Empowerment is about us bringing the information to you, us giving you all that information in every sector that you can imagine that impacts the life of young persons in St. Lucia. So far, we've gone behind the scenes in terms of farming. It was an interesting day yesterday. I saw the greedy side of Winston, people. Like,
that's not true.
It is true. I saw the greedy side of him on the farm. But anyway, it was actually fun. It was adventurous. And it basically made us look at life in a different perspective. As much as we have experience in the terms of farming, but myself as an agro-processor, it made me view stuff differently. Appreciate ingredients more, appreciate the final product, and just to see the hardship that the farmers have to go through in order for us to get the raw materials. So it was definitely an interesting journey. Nice, exciting.
And it also made me appreciate the cost in our farmers' products. So when I go out there on the streets or in the supermarket, I don't have to question the farmers' prices.
Yeah, most definitely. And just a little part of our behind the scenes yesterday is that this farmer is actually dedicating his farm into doing tours when tourism reopens and trying to get more young persons involved into the whole farming industry. So it was amazing, to be honest. We had fresh cherries. We even tried a new cherry. Remember the new cherry we tried yesterday?
Yeah, I think it was a pepper cherry.
Yeah, that for some persons it was a nice flavor. For me, it's like, don't try to trick me. You know, like, it looks kind of sexy, appealing,
yeah.
And it tasted like a pepper, just not spicy. Like, that's a
film. Yeah,
that's like false advertising, on a whole other level.
I rather the local cherry.
Yeah, it was nice,
much
juicy, and you understand.
Yes.
And then we had like wax apples from like 4 different trees.
Yeah, 4 different varieties.
And the first one was like a little sweet, and then you kept getting like you going into the core of real honey sweetness. And Winston Woods was my belly full already, but I still going. So that's why I told you all I got to see the greedy side of Winston. But anyway, it was really a fantastic time. We left with papaya, oranges.
Yes.
What else?
Even wax apple. A sack of wax apple, I think.
Well, you want to say the sack of wax apple? Also we got that fruit, soury.
The soury fruit, yeah.
I'm not sure if a lot of persons know what soury is. So it's like, how do you describe that?
It looks like a passion fruit. No passion fruit?
No, it doesn't. The thing has a cylinder shape. It's a passion fruit.
I'm not familiar with that fruit.
You didn't try it yesterday?
No. Soury? Mm-mm.
You didn't try the soury?
No. What did the wax apple?
Okay, so we definitely see where the greedy side went. But anyway, so the soury, it has a distinct flavor. You can actually turn it into wine very easily, so it ferments very quickly. But you can also make juice out of it. I do remember us getting a couple of 1,000 pounds of it in the lockdown of COVID that we turned into creme brulees and all these different desserts for persons who are underprivileged. So it has a great flavor. You can sit down and eat a couple. You just cannot eat too much.
The sour?
Yeah.
I cannot eat half of that.
How you gonna eat half of a soury?
What's the name? Tell me the name. Soury. I don't like sour stuff.
That's why your face looking sour because you don't like sour stuff. Anyway, so it's but yeah, it depends. Maybe because it depends on the ripeness of the fruit.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
from those I've had, it has. Well, I like sour stuff. I eat sour orange. I eat limes and stuff. So maybe we're on a whole different palette here. But for those I've had, it has had a little taste of sweetness and sourness to it.
But with me, I love mangoes and pineapples. Give me this or bananas.
So that's why I didn't want to come out by the pineapple yesterday.
That's the thing. I love pineapples.
But did you try the fruit of the cashew yesterday?
No, it leaves a whack kind of taste in my mouth. So no, not at all. Not for me. This is not for me. Just mangoes, pineapples, bananas.
You do realize that you're actually confessing to the persons listening to us that you're not adventurous.
I am adventurous.
No, you're not.
But there's some stuff I would try.
Like me trying
Because
the
I'm
bonnet on my head there, like making everybody laugh at me, right?
Yes. Wow. Even the African shit. Can you see?
Okay, you're starting to make me laugh too early in the program. So yeah, you need to be a little more adventurous, like in terms of food.
I will try some stuff. Like I have some sour wine. And
I am not making sour wine, but I know Vel makes plantain wine and tamarind wine and all these.
Yes. And even the cashew wine.
Well, actually, the cashew wine is a delicacy in India.
Wow.
So yeah, they drink it with coconut water. So
well, we could have some later, maybe some other day.
I am not going to have any wine with you later, Winston. Leave me alone. So yeah, guys, it's about being innovative. It's about having fun. And for us, behind the scenes yesterday was, yes, we're bringing that information to you. We're trying to get everything on video, but it was about us having that time and getting to feel exactly what we were bringing out to you and ensuring that we can express it to the best of our ability. For the persons in the creative industry, we have not forgotten about you. For the sportsmen and women around St. Lucia, we have not forgotten about you. For those who are even in healthcare, we have not forgotten about you. This is only the second show.
Yep.
And we intend to improve it for every segment. Maybe we might not even have the show in studio next week.
Maybe somewhere. Spontaneous. Adventurous.
Where? On Gopito?
Maybe.
We're going on Gopito.
Well.
You want me to roll back down?
Well, the two, you and I on the set, everyone on the set right now, we'll be at Gopito soon. Maybe week after. Yeah.
Anybody want to help me? Help? No?
So you won't make it?
I'll roll back down.
But you could always wait for us at the bottom while we enjoy.
That's not being a good friend, Winston.
No. The thing is that we will have something like a walkie-talkie, so we'll communicate.
We're having a walkie-talkie, so now we're doing a whole children adventure. Anyway, you know what? I'm so done. I'm done. Yeah, so guys, that's basically our personality. We like to catch our kicks, and you know, it's kind of a free up session with us on youth empowerment. We don't want it to be the uptight kind of environment where you feel that you cannot relate to us as young persons. Even if you see us on the street and you want to find out some information, we'd be happy if you would stop and say, hi, can I get to know something in that regard? Last week we did highlight the various government agencies that have support for you, and I would start off by saying St. Lucia Development Bank, Bank of St. Lucia, St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce. Is there anyone I missed?
SEDU, St. Lucia Youth Business Trust, the banks, the credit unions.
Belfan as well.
Yeah,
so there are various agencies that are willing to assist you if you are willing to go into entrepreneurship. If you are into the theater, arts, being an artist and so forth, you can reach out to persons at creative industries. They are ready and willing to support you. So yeah, we do have a special video for you. It was a young lady that was featured on news last week in terms of getting recognition by the Taiwanese embassy and getting assistance. So we would love for that video to go on currently, and then we will chat right after that video. It's about 4 minutes long, I think.
Yes.
But it actually tells a story of how being passionate and how being determined actually works as a young person.
Yes, and it can also put you up for success as
was
well.
told
Correct,
on many
and that video is on now for those
that being
persons
a farmer
who are
was
viewing.
not women's work, or it was not something that young people do. A graduate in business and finance, Jintel found herself longing for more than working just a 9 to 5 in the office. At 25 years old, this young woman from Ancillary is proof that hard work and following your passion, even if it means being on a farm at 4 a.m. harvesting crops, pays off.
My name is Jintel Ajuda. I am 25 years old. In the beginning, I was not encouraged to go into farming. Most persons figure that farming is a man's job, and especially as a young people look down to you. Graduating from the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine, a lot of persons have the misconception that if you went to university, farming is not for you. That's a job for uneducated persons. So no, I was not encouraged. But right now, as persons see that I persevere and I continue and I have the drive and passion, now I get the encouragement from the persons within my community as well as family. In the beginning, I had 1 acre and I grew seasoning peppers alone, but gradually I saw the need to diversify, and currently I have 3 acres. I grow seasoning pepper, broccoli, chives, parsley, celery, beans, you name it. On a harvesting day, I have 3 workers and also friends and family who come to assist. I sell mainly to persons in my community, Ansare, Marcy, and other small businesses who engage in agro-processing.
Jintel looked at the COVID-19 pandemic, which had impacted the economy, as an opportunity to take on farming full-time. She loves the flexibility of working her own hours and proudly showed us around her farm, explaining that she is currently experimenting with unique crops which traditionally are not grown in St. Lucia.
Well, due to the coronavirus and the effects it had on livelihood in St. Lucia, I saw the opportunity to begin farming. The difference is from working in an office environment and farming, it gives you the opportunity to be your own boss. It also gives you the peace of mind that you can be on your farm planting and enjoying what you do compared to being seated in an office. My interest in farming came from growing up with my father, who is a farmer, seeing how peaceful it was for him and all the benefits that you could have gained from farming.
This young, inspiring woman from Ancillary has also been chosen to be part of St. Lucia's 7-crop program, and her farm will be used to test several varieties of bell peppers.
I am very grateful for the opportunity provided by the Taiwanese government, as they have provided me with the technical support as well as advice from Mr. Wilson and Donovan as well as David Chen.
Jintel is thankful to her family and the government of St. Lucia for all the help she has received.
I am also very grateful for the Ministry of Agriculture for all the subsidies which they have provided me and as a young farmer, and I am greatly thankful for the opportunity to be able to gain fertilizer, potting soil, as well as plastic mulch as a subsidized price. I believe that this is a good initiative which encourages me as a farmer.
And now, this young woman is encouraging other young people to take an interest in agriculture.
Well, my best advice to persons who are looking to go into farming is that you should go ahead and do so. There are many benefits to farming, and that you should not listen to persons' misconceptions. If there is a passion or drive for it, you should go to do so.
Of course, Jintel was letting out no secrets on how her new passion really pays off, but her smile says it all.
Yes, you can make a good living from farming, and I gonna testify to this. In the future, I hope to be able to take my products from the farm and engage in agro processing, as well as create more jobs for the community.
All right, inspiring young woman. This basically paves the way for persons who are questioning themselves if farming is the right option. I can tell you, a lot of us will be hungry if the farmers decide not to farm.
That's true. You're quite right.
So we create a lot of products. If we look at it in this aspect, we use soap. We still need some
Yeah.
form of produce, shampoo,
Still need some natural forms of produce as well.
lotions,
Basically everything.
perfumes.
Mostly every single thing that we consume.
We
Mostly.
not even consume only. We use it on our bodies as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do need farmers. So shout out to all the farmers out there who are working hard tirelessly on the farms and ensuring that food is on the tables. Even those persons in livestock.
Especially the young farmers. I'm
Correct.
not leaving out the older farmers. They paved the way for the younger farmers.
Definitely.
So, especially the younger ones who's actually going against the status quo, saying that hey, farming is a dirty work and it's not good for young people, but then still taking up the challenges and being a young farmer and showing society that you can do it, other young people can do it, and move forward with it and become very successful.
Yeah, definitely. I think our next journey should be livestock. What do you think?
I love pork, but anyways.
Yeah, confessions of the food.
Yeah, I love pork, so maybe that can work.
Okay, so any young person who's into livestock and would like to be featured on this program called Youth Empowerment, please reach out to us. I promise I will keep on selling the vehicle so he doesn't take any of the pigs if you have pigs on the farm. So, he'll just be on his best behavior. We'll have a police officer on standby, okay?
Or maybe we can visit this for Louis Community College farm in January.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, there's plenty of young people who's there, so we can go pay them a visit, inspire them to continue what they're doing, become successful farmers. Because the thing about it is that most young people, they actually go to school for one program, and when they out of school they do something else, especially those who are attending Dagre currently.
Okay, all right. I think that's a brilliant idea. Maybe our show might end up going on to 3 hours next week.
Maybe.
With all what we want to do is so adventurous for next week, it might just go on. So majority of you who have been asking for more hours of the program, you might just get it next week when we switch things up. I know the videographers might not be
No, it's
road trips. More behind the scenes for you. Yes, so as we were saying, there are various agencies that are willing to provide you the support and help that you need. Never limit yourself only to St. Lucia. I think said that last week.
And also for the young people, always try your best to keep your business legal. So go out there, register your business, don't do it illegally. And the thing is that when it's legal, you can actually account for a lot of stuff that happens in your business as well.
Correct.
And
Bookkeeping.
And remember, your brand, the name of your brand is what matters. So if you let your customers down, you let the brand, your produce, everything down as well.
For sure. And also remember that when you put a brand out there, and we're speaking to entrepreneurs, we're not sidelining any of the young persons, any of the sectors, but we're appealing to entrepreneurs. When you have a brand and when you put that name out there, remember that everywhere you go, you are the ambassador for your brand.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter where you are the ambassador. So just be careful how you portray yourself. I know some of us, we are, how would I put that in the nicest way? We have the kind of let loose personality. Like, you see Winston and I here, we're always laughing, we always get the joke out of any situation. But sometimes you have to be very professional and diplomatic It may be a customer have just told you off and you really want to tell the customer where to go in a very non-diplomatic way, but remember that you are the ambassador for your brand. So you must always ensure that you keep that in your mind mentally, that the best thing is to be professional, be
and
diplomatic.
yeah.
And always portray your brand to be, as much as it may not kick off to be the most popular brand, but the more you push and the more you keep at it, it's going to get where you want it to be.
And don't mind the naysayers, those who don't support you, like we said the last show. Keep going. Forget the challenges. It will always go through. You will be successful if you determine. Don't stop.
Correct. For the persons out there who are into sports, and persons may tell you that if you're into the sporting arena that you may not earn a living and so forth. Let's take Darren Sammy, for example. He is now a world name brand. Yeah, he's also ambassador. He has gotten citizenship in Sri Lanka, is it?
Sri Lanka, Pakistan. I think it's Pakistan.
Somewhere that side.
Yeah.
He's now launched his own brand, 88.
Yes.
Let me inspire you, inspire yourself from within. So
he also has that foundation, right?
yes, he does.
Yeah.
Darren Sammy Foundation.
Yes.
We also had 3 young cricketers making it to the team to compete in England. So you do have young sportsmen making that way through, and also young sportswomen as well. Laverne Spencer, let's not forget, give her all due respect.
Don't forget Albert Reynolds as well from Babuno.
Correct. So go ahead.
Yeah, I think Babuno has a lot of them as well, you know. Not because I'm from Babuno.
You trying to big up Babuno in the house.
We have Kimani as well. He plays for West Cities as well, and like you said, Albert Reynolds, and we have
so
quite a few.
Most definitely, shout out to all the sportsmen and sportswomen out there who have continued to push and be determined at what you do. Thank you so much for putting St. Lucia on the map in terms of sports. In terms of musicians, wow, that's a huge aspect. For sure, we know Denry segment is.
Yeah, we have to. I think we have to break it down into different varieties. We have Mo as well, and we have the Denry segment. We listen to the jazz aspect as well, and we have the other varieties. So we have to break it down.
Yeah, we have to break it down, but we can basically say in a nutshell that St. Lucia is spectacular when it comes to music. I don't think there's any type of music that we cannot.
Yes, like that song went actually international, Split in the Middle.
Oh, that song is that
that song was all over the world.
No matter what nationality you are, you would know that song, and you can see the people trying to do the waistline dance, but you know that just basically puts St. Lucia out there.
And let me tell you, if you have never danced to Split in the Middle, you have not danced to something. To be honest, you're missing out. You're missing out. If you have never danced to Split in the Middle, you're missing out.
I'm not getting involved in that one. I don't know nothing about it. So what if I never dance to Split in the Middle?
You're missing out. So try to do it tonight somewhere, maybe. I don't know. Play it when you reach on YouTube, but you're missing out.
Vincent, I'm just kidding. I dance to somewhere. But yes, in terms of music, we have definitely produced amazing songs, even out in COVID, when we had what we call it, the zoning aspect.
Yes.
And we had different places that were giving themselves mayors and prime ministers.
759 and 758.
Correct. And we had fantastic music coming out of Denry as well, even the national anthem. So we have persons into the music industry that are spectacular.
And you know what song I loved during the lockdown? The quarantine song, the song.
Oh, in the quarantine?
Yeah, in the quarantine.
That was bad. That song was. Yeah,
let me tell you, when you heard that song that came on the radio, wherever, you had to shift or move yourself somewhere somehow.
And that was the point, because we all were in quarantine, just crying. Yes. Well, majority of you guys, I couldn't count myself into being in quarantine, because at that time it was full on ensuring that persons were catered for with hot cooked meals. So I understand when persons heard that song how they wanted to move, because I was moving in the kitchen. So it was actually a spectacular moment for us. We had a lot of young persons becoming creative.
Yes.
Even as you mentioned last week, where persons become farmers by force.
Yeah, plenty young people became farmers by force. Even me, I can actually.
But as if you're a registered farmer, aren't you?
Yes, I'm a registered farmer, and I started farming, but just for my family. Just for my family. So maybe, hopefully, in the future, sometime I'll become a large-scale farmer.
I know to laugh, but okay, all right. I might probably have to bring you to Shozel. That's when maybe we can get some nice juicy plums. Any young farmer in Shozel want to pull us in? We need some plums.
We
You
can
don't feel
actually,
sorry for us?
we can feature them on the show as well.
Yeah, that's a feature on the show, but we just need some plums.
Yeah, we need some plums as well. Feature in the show, behind the scenes, eating some plums, especially me.
You know plums, bread nut. Like you have to cook a little bit first when we come in your way. But
Bread nut?
yeah, bread
Oh
nut.
my lord, the worst set of food you like. I don't love bread nut or breadfruit for anything.
By what you missing out? You're missing
The
out.
thing is that you see the breadfruit, I can actually eat it in a one pot like a bouillon. You have to suck up the sauce. That's how I could eat my breadfruit. Apart from that, I just if
My
you
boy,
fry it or
you're
something,
missing out.
or if it's in a
So
salad
you've never
saltfish
had breadfruit balls?
fried,
Yes, or baked?
I've tried it. No, not baked.
Yeah, you're
Not
missing out. You're missing
Not
out.
baked at all.
Or if you've tried breadfruit pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't make it right for you. And my boy,
it's possible.
my boy, they don't make it
That
nice.
thing about-
When it have to be nice and cheesy, and when you pull up the spoon, the cheesy. Yeah, you don't get it right.
Well, you know what? I think in that case, the cheese overpowered the breadfruit.
No.
So that's why you loved it.
No.
So
It was on a balance. You get the
some-
creaminess from the breadfruit. You get the cheesiness from the cheese, and it barely has milk. So you just get that perfect balance.
No, something else has to overpower the breadfruit for me to eat.
No.
So you see, saltfish, the salt in the saltfish has to overpower, or the flavor of the saltfish has to overpower the breadfruit for me to consume.
Why do I feel like I'm going to be stuck bringing you on a whole food tour?
Well, there are some food I love.
We're not going on the food you love, like pork and them things. We're not going on that.
I-
We're going on the foods you do like first to make you be adventurous.
Oh, I've tried escargot. So
Yeah, escargot. Explain to them what escargot, because we can get excited about escargot, but explain to them what is
okay,
escargot.
when I traveled, I was on a cruise ship that time. I saw that can from France and said snails, like farmed snails, organic snails. Or, I was like, just saw it, snails. So the guy was like, try it, or mix it with the seafood. And I was like, okay, I will try just one time. And I got to love it, and I could have a bowl of escargot. It's like bigo.
Yeah, I had escargot with garlic parmesan sauce, nicely crusted. So yeah, we had different experiences with the escargot.
Yeah. So guys, the only reason we're on the food segment right now is that we're going to introduce one guy who does agro processing, and we're trying to appreciate people who actually do agro processing and recognize young farmers, recognize farmers, appreciate our farmers, because that's how we eat. As you can see in Castries, there's farmers everywhere in Castries, and so we need to appreciate these people. Go in the supermarket, they actually supply
The supermarket, yes,
so we have to
definitely.
appreciate these people. Don't undermine, don't bring down, don't look down on farmers. We need farmers, guys.
Yeah, most definitely. In terms of the person that we're going to feature today, he's not a young person in age, but he's actually a seasoned farmer. He will give you his story of how he started into this whole industry. But he's actually a farmer and an agro processor, and he is putting the call out there to young persons who actually want to go into that profession, to give them the hints, the tips, the tricks, and basically guide them through. So it's us ensuring that we bring you behind the scenes and make you understand and get excited. I think if we have a few young persons that are on this program today, by just viewing that clip, hopefully it can touch at least 2 lives,
Yes,
and they
yes.
get excited as we were yesterday.
Yes, and the reason we got an older farmer as well is that he will actually inspire young people. He will pave the way. He
Definitely.
he paved the way for young people to come behind him, to actually show that, hey, we young people can actually do it too.
Most definitely, but also that he has basically put St. Lucia on the map in terms of wines. He has some out of the box. I'm known as Miss Exotic people, and he has
These adventurers.
my brand is Trudy's Exotic Cuisine.
Oh.
Let's not forget that. So I'm known as Miss Exotic.
Wow.
Okay,
Nice.
but he has exotic flavors like plantain and what we had the latelier yesterday.
So if it's that I should call myself Mr. Africa then?
You on a whole other level. You know what? Let's let the people watch the video.
Yeah, because I could see the bonnet looks nice on your
Yeah,
head.
the bonnet looking nice. See people, they all see that.
And guys, the shirt as well. You can
Yeah,
see the
yeah,
shirt and
yeah, my
the
bonnet looking
African
nice.
style and everything.
Yeah, so we're having fun over here. We'll have some hot tea
Yes.
in the afternoon. Hopefully that goes down well enough.
Yeah.
But guys, let's take you to behind the scenes in the video.
Good afternoon, we are in the scenic village of Denry. My name is Winston Dubule.
And I am Natoya Populeos. where we go with youth empowerment behind the scenes of how a farmer takes produce to an agro-processor or to a family. And we are going on a tour with Vel's Multi-Services, where we introduce to you farmer/agro-processor Vel.
Welcome to Vel's Latanier farm. This farm is about 17 years old. I started with Latanier, and after about 7 years, the Latanier plant started bearing. Now, I used to be a mechanic technician at the Air and Seaport in Viewport. And after spending time at the seaport, I figured the farm is better for me than to be a technician mechanic at the seaport. So this can show you the value of a farm. I left mechanic and I figured that is better for me. So now I can take you all down to the farm. We have Morbi planted on the farm. We have incense. I use the seed from the Latanier to make wine. I use these palms to make brooms. So we use everything from the Latanier. The seeds to make the wine, the palms to make the brooms. Even my different ingredients is taken right on the farm, what I add to the wine. This is the bois. Okay, this is the Morbi tree. And there is a special time of the month which the Morbi would skin better. Like today it seems like it is skin good. So there we skin it out. You see, we skin the Morbi, put it to dry in the sun, preheat it in the sun, and then we use that same stick from the Morbi to heat up the oven, and we dry the Morbi skin in the oven. From there we package and sell to the supermarkets and whoever wants to purchase Morbi back. I have lots of different varieties of fruits on this farm. Some of them I might even forget, but I have over every fruit I can find. I would try to plant it on the farm. I have fat pork. I also make wine with it. I have tamarind. I make wine with it. I have gooseberry. I make wine with it. I have the Latanier. I make wine. Again, I make wine with all of them. I have cane. I have some banana cane. I have wax apple, golden apple. It's like just name the fruit. I try to plant it on the farm.
We're taking you one step further into the agro-processing life, especially when we go into winery. And as you can see right behind us is a fermenting room, and these are some of the wines in 2 different sizes that you can get from Vel's Multi-Services.
You're in the Vel's local wines place presently, where I ferment all the different, I use the different fruits to make wines. We have the Latanier, the moringa, the pineapple, the gooseberry, the plantain, just name the fruit. Every fruit I can find on my farm, I can make wine out of it. Tamarind, soury, just name it. Even some of them you will not figure that I'm able to make wine with. At my back, there is the fermentation area, which is a kind of restricted area. This is where I do the fermenting. So I get my raw material, put it together, add my ingredients, my yeast and everything, and have it in there fermenting. When the processing is okay, it shows itself. So then I know it's ready for racking, and then prepare it, bottle, and then ready for the market. You can always come around, get a sample, taste the wine, buy the wine. It's always available. Wines are always available right all through the year.
All right. I hope somebody got some excitement out of it. Even looking at the video, guys, I felt the excitement again, to be honest. Even if that one was being greedy with the wax apple. Yeah. You could have seen him in the tree. You see, we got the shot of him in the tree. So you cannot lie and say he was not there.
It's like I want to be in that farm again. I want to be on the farm again, like we could go after the show.
Vincent, what you gonna do in the people farm again?
Collect some stuff.
What you gonna collect on the farm?
Some free stuff. I don't have to pay. We're actually promoting the guy, so he's giving us free stuff, so I want to eat some fruits today.
You want to eat some fruits today? You know, we actually have some wax apple and cherries in the office.
Right now?
Yeah, you cannot come off air to go and get it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, but we do have some. I brought some for you.
Well, after.
Okay? But it's actually supposed to be my lunch.
Your lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have my lunch, so I'll not be that greedy today. So.
Vincent, you know you lying. Stop lying. Anyway, guys, so yes, it was actually a very, very exciting day for us on that farm yesterday. We got to go in detail as to find out his story, the history of how he started making the L'Atelier wines, and then he had the Moby,
The cashew as well.
the cashew one is exciting. I hope he brings the cashew for sample in today. You think he'll bring it?
I think so. I told him bring majority of them. He said,
But he cannot bring majority of them because everything that's on the farm, he makes wine out of it.
So
Everything.
So he has like 15 different wines.
More than that.
Wow. So he still cannot bring everything.
He cannot bring everything. So okay, let's go for a rundown. So I have tasted the plantain. I have tasted the cherry, the
Yeah.
pineapple, the herbs. So what is scratching your mouth for? You're so ridiculous. Anyway, guava,
Yes.
moringa, wax
The
apple.
moringa.
Yeah, he has moringa.
Moringa wine.
Yeah,
That tastes good.
it tastes really good.
Moringa wine.
Moringa wine. Let me tell you. So the ladies out there, so the young ladies, you know, we have some of us that likes in between sweet and in between dry. Go with the moringa, okay? You can also go with the guava. It has a nice little smooth after
But
effect.
wait a minute. Where are the young ladies? So what about the young men? What about the young men?
So you cannot speak on how the young men. You didn't have the L'Atelier yesterday.
Yeah. So the young men, guys.
You didn't
try
have
out-
anyway.
Try out the herb. Try out the guava as well. What he had something the L'Atelier.
Yes, the
You had-
L'Atelier. So the L'Atelier, guys, is okay, we have a call coming in. Hello, good day, caller.
Hi, am I live?
Yes, you are.
No, I need to speak to Champagne. It's important, please.
Darling, Champagne is off
Okay,
air
please.
currently, so I would have to call you back to get in
Okay.
a hold of Champagne. All right?
Yeah, I need to pass on some information to him. It's urgent, huh?
No problem, my dear. Thank you so much.
Okay, cool, thanks.
All right.
Wow.
So, anyway, guys, back to youth empowerment business.
Yes.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of wines.
Yeah.
Like they taste good. So he gives the gentleman. So so Father's Day is coming up. Father's Day is coming up. I'm very sure.
So what would you recommend to the fathers to buy? Like what wine would you recommend from?
So why I
Various
have to
wine.
recommend the wine? Aren't you the guy over here?
Yeah, I mean like you as a woman, what would you recommend? Because I could recommend something for the ladies.
All right, we have a call coming in. Hello, good day, caller.
Hi,
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Winston.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi.
Nice job today.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much.
I'd just like to correct you. It's not L'Atelier. It's Latanier wine.
Oh, Latanier.
L'Atelier. Okay.
Latanier, yes.
Okay, all
Okay.
right.
Just like the Latanier broom.
Oh, so you see, you want to tell our listeners what the whole plant is about?
No, not really.
No,
I
not
know I
really.
use the Latanier broom and
Just the
use
broom?
stick to make the wine. That's Nicole.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Thank you, Nicole, for calling in.
Thanks for calling, Nicole.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Latanier, not Latelier.
Okay.
All right. Can I pick up the samples for you and have some?
No, you're not on the program. Darling, why she so? You was not even behind the scenes. It was
So she want to take the samples for us?
Yes,
But
but is she going to have it?
But it's in my area, so I can just.
Oh,
pick it up for
actually,
you.
darling, he's like 2 minutes away from
2
the
minutes away
studio.
from
Oh,
us.
I'm
So-
coming to join you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you.
More fun.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Bye.
All right, you see, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that, viewers? Y'all hearing that? She wants to try and take the samples from
Yes.
us. But anyway, we're going to ensure that we be honest with y'all and tell y'all how it's tasting. Hopefully, he don't bring the same things that we had yesterday.
That's true.
But it's going to be exciting.
Yep. And guys, it's not Latelier. Sorry about it. It's Latanier.
Yes.
Latanier.
Latanier.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So basically, it's him taking the fruit from the plant and making the wine. The plantain, I have not asked him, that's probably a question I need to ask him. What part of the plantain he used?
I would never imagine that you could use the fruit to do anything, or the berry it has to do anything.
Of what?
From the latinier.
Oh,
tree.
okay, because I was about to tell you I'm making tamarind barbecue sauce. So what fruit you telling me that you cannot use?
The latinier fruit, the berry.
I mean,
it has
I should try that, man.
to do latinier berry sauce.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So I have to send Winston to answer this call. This is our guest calling to ensure that he gets the right place. So yes, guys, it is an exciting afternoon for us. I cannot wait for Vel to be on and for him to give us that information as to how you can get into that industry if you are focused on that industry. If you are into sports, most definitely we will have you on this program if you would like to be featured on this program. We are also going to be having a representative or the minister from youth and sports on this program. Next week for sure we will be having more information in terms of the Boost Incubator program. Yeah, next week is supposed to be packed, like yeah, really packed. But yeah, guys, we ensure that we give you all of the information that you need in order for you to go out there and do the best of your ability in any field that you are working in. In terms of if you are academical and you're still thinking if to pursue whatever degree that you want to go in, or if you are actually at a desk job and you're thinking of going back to school because you want to broaden yourself, please do so. Stop doubting yourself and just go forward. Go with it. Advice to young persons out there as well is to ensure that you are not limiting yourself. So for example, Winston makes soaps. He's going into launching a clothing line. He knows how to do printing in terms of shirts and so forth. So never limit yourself as to what you can do. There's so much that you can undertake. You are one person. There's 24 hours in a day. You can also be an academic person and you are an entrepreneur. You can also be a single parent and be an entrepreneur. You can basically collaborate. And I'm going to stress on that. You can always collaborate. You can always ask for assistance when you need it. Never be afraid to say, I need help. Never be afraid to say, I need guidance. Always ask for the help if you need it. In terms of entrepreneurship, you can go to Seidu and ask for assistance. They are willing to assist you. In terms of arts and theater and all of these aspects, when it falls under creative industries, they are representatives within that industry that are willing to assist you. I think we have to reach out to a young photographer or persons who do behind the scenes. Like, yeah, maybe we should actually interview our videographer for them to basically get into that sector. For those persons who want to go into videography or photography, what does it take to get into that field? There are various sectors that we need to ensure that we go into so we don't leave any stone unturned. Definitely the time is now for you to ensure that you do the best of your ability. We are giving you that information. The government is providing you with that information as to what you can do and how far you can go. Like the young lady said in their inspiring video earlier on, this is the young farmer. She was not given the support at first, but she kept motivated, she kept determined, and guess what? She has gotten the recognition that she truly deserves, and now she's inspiring other young persons to get into that field, or other young persons to get into any field that they would like to. In terms of sports, DC United, that's a cricket team. Big up to yourselves, young men, pushing and ensuring that you train and get on the field. Also, Bocage Amazonas. These are young men ensuring that they continue to push and to bring some sporting activities up in terms of their various communities. So congratulations to you young men. Continue to be brave and continue to be motivated in order for you to help younger persons be behind you to understand that sports, you can get further in sports. There is always an opportunity. So no matter what field that you're in, you do have the power. The power starts with you. The power starts within you. Like I've said from the first segment of the show, you are your biggest competition. So if you tell yourself that nobody can can compete more than you, then you have just said to yourself that I will be the best that there is. And even when you are into a business or you are into sports, yeah, you may come third. But guess what? If you keep trying, one day you'll become first. It's the same way if you're into business. Yes, you may come out with that brand, you may come out with that product. You may be the only one on the market with that product. But guess what? Somebody else is going to come on and they're going to create that same product. You just have to be innovative to find out, how do I create my product to be spectacular again? So you get back to the drawing boards, or you launch another product in the same business line, but you be creative. It's about being innovative and how exciting can you make life be. Never limit yourself as a young person. So young persons, I'm putting the call out to you again. If you are ready and willing to come onto the show to be featured, guys, let me tell you all, I am so happy. I see a box coming. I even forgot what I was saying. I see a box coming in the studio there and I'm excited. Mr. Vel is in the studio. You're in the bottles? Please tell me you're in the bottles. Mr. Vel is in the studio. Winston don't even want to sit down. Winston don't want to sit down because he excited. Winston, you can sit down, eh? Winston, sit down. Why are you smiling, Winston? Winston, why are you smiling so?
Wine.
Oh, wine. Oh. Winston say wine, eh? What's that? You see, even the behind the scenes guy, the guys that ensuring that you all can see us right now, even he excited. He unpacking the box first. Let me tell you, I just seen the hands moving. Anyway, Winston, is there anything you'd like to say? Winston?
Yes. So I would like to...
Winston, oh come on.
No,
he loses chain of thought.
The thing is that I'm so dazzled by what's happening. You understand? And I'm so excited to introduce Mr. Vel and taste the various wines he has available for us right now.
Excuse me, can you give him the headphone? Yeah, so Mr. Vel is going to speak with you. So Vel Multi-Services, let me tell you all, I am so excited because he is a man that a lot of us young persons into the business we respect wholeheartedly to ensure that he's able to guide us. And trust me, if you are an agro processor and you are falling short, he will definitely ensure that you are on the right track. So good afternoon to you, Vel.
Yeah, good afternoon.
All right, so yeah, you're in a good afternoon. Let me tell you, I can see the cashew wine. I can see the cashew wine. I get distracted there for a second. So, Vel, would you like to tell us a little about yourself and the history and the story behind who you are and how you went into farming and agro processing?
Okay, I'm Patrick Velino, better known as Vels. I'm from the community of Richmond, Henry. I was first into mechanic, where I spent over 25 years, and during my time I realized, well, this is not where I really want to end up. Mechanic for me is just a time where after a certain time I'll have to give it up. And I saw that early on. So you would find about 19 years ago, I was already monitoring and putting things in place, where the ministry were issuing plants to farmers like the Latanier and the Mobi plants, and I felt that was the right thing I should invest in, because these plants don't need so much attention, and I figure when I'm ready, these plants would be ready too. So then I started working until I just took early retirement and I went into my farm full time. Now, the Latanier, it took about 5 to 7 years to get to mature stage. And after another 2-3 years, it started bearing seeds. So the whole idea was to make brooms with the Latanier. I started making the brooms, selling the palms to individuals who wants to make brooms and they don't have their own palm. I would sell palms to them. And there, the Latanier started bearing fruits. And when I saw the seeds, it was it was just encouraging to get something done with it. I couldn't figure what, but I said I cannot allow 1.5 acre of Latania seeds go to waste. So I started dreaming over it until I tried to do a research on it. I saw the birds eating it, I tasted it. Before I got the result, I'd already tasted it. I started making a drink with it. I remember my father telling me, anytime you see the birds eating the fruit, it's not poisonous. After checking the Ministry of Agriculture and doing all my research, I get to understand it is edible. So there I start making a juice with it. After making the drink, I then said, let me try the wine. I tried the wine. I went to the Bureau of Standard. I was asked to do a nutrition analysis. I did one in Trinidad, I did one in Canada, and the product was welcome. It was said that when they compare the Latany wine with the different wines, there's non-compatible. There is so much to it. People presently are using it for their prostate, and they are claiming that they are getting good results. Some people even tell me they're no longer using doctor's medication. And some people tell me so many things it does for them that, you know, all you have to do is just taste it and you'll experience what I'm talking about.
Winston, don't get no ideas there.
No,
I see you smoking
yes,
there.
Yes, I'm like, I'm indulged in this conversation right now. So whatever he's saying, I'm trying to
Yeah, you
process it and
smoke very nicely
nice
on the prostate aspect. Eh?
Yeah.
So you buying a bottle or a case?
You think at that age? Maybe yes. I will buy it. I will buy it.
Now you find even the Mobi, I said about the Latany, which was, you know, the ministry gave the Mobi and the Latany. So the Mobi, I planted it when it got to the mature stage, which was just about 5 years. Other farmers didn't see the value of it because they figured they ain't get no assistance, so they just cut them down. But I tell myself, I am not giving up. Whatever it takes, and that's the kind of person I am. Go for it. When I tell you I'm going for it, nothing will stop me. And I went into the Mobi and I start drying it up, start packaging, and now I'm supplying massive supermarkets and other individuals using the Mobi. As you know about Mobi, is good for so many things. It helps to build up it helps cholesterol problems, diabetes. Mobi helps to clean your urinary tract. Mobi is a drink that on a hot day, a glass of Mobi will cool you down.
No, thank you. He's tried to convince me to drink Mobi for over a year.
You're missing out.
I am not missing out. I have tasted that and I don't like it.
You're missing out.
I am not missing out.
You're missing out for sure.
Ask him. He's tried to give it to me in a concentrate form. Sapakatavai.
I love Mobi.
He tried to give it to me in the dry form and to make it myself. Sapakatavai.
I love Mobi.
You should try the wine.
Yeah, I like the wine. You know, I like the wine version, but I just don't like.
Just because it's wine.
Exactly.
Whatever, Winston. No, not because it's wine. Because it tastes good.
Okay, so.
Okay, because it tastes good.
Okay, let's hear some more.
Yes,
some
definitely.
More
Now, on my farm, I'm trying.
Okay, 1 second, Well, we do have a call. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Yes, Mobi is a very nice drink for women. I don't listen to you. I don't have much trading.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, caller.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right.
Now, on my farm, I try to plant every fruit you can think of. It's like I want when they say there is a fruit in St. Lucia for me, say yes, I have it on my farm. That's what I want to. That's how I want to see my farm, as a farm with all fruits you could talk about.
There's that fruit by the beach. It grows by the beach. Sea grapes. Do you have sea grapes on?
I tried the sea grapes even just about a month ago. I tried to do the shutting. It didn't work, but I'll go back to it again because I have tried the wine. It was very good. People asking for it. But you see, where we have the most of these fruit is down Viewfort, Sandy Beach, and you cannot afford to go and pick that because the guys over there, that's what they're surviving on.
Oh.
You know, so I don't want to compete with them. I just leave it up. That's not where I want to be.
And the thing about it grows by the beach.
Yes.
So you cannot.
I will try it on dry land.
On your farm?
I will, yes.
The sea grapes?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. That's something you have to research into, right?
Yeah, but I like to do things it's like you cannot figure that's possible. These are the things I like to explore.
Okay. So,
You know.
So the young people who's on the show listen to us right now. I hope you take some encouragement from
Yes, definitely.
him right now, and don't stop. Be determined and keep moving forward.
You may get some setbacks, but don't let that decide that that's just the way it's supposed to be. Push, continue to push, and continue to motivate yourself mentally. And definitely, as Vel said, you will get results. So
Because even when I started the brooms, it's like some people tell me, you know, it's like a guy, you want to go and make brooms as if brooms are not for me, you know? And I'm seeing, is it brooms alone I can get out of it? I'm already figuring there's much more you can get out of the broom, the latanier, not just broom. And I started making up key rings, you know, with the same latanier thing. Even the waist, I started making short brooms. It's like all different brooms. I started making even a craft where it stands like a doll. People have been purchasing small dolls for me to put on their Christmas tree. You know, so it's saying there are still more things you could get out of it.
just now, why didn't get a doll for my Christmas tree?
I'm not the one making the doll. I'll give you a sample of what I have.
So that's why your business is called Velt Multi-Services.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
definitely.
Yesterday I wanted to ask that question yesterday, but
Exactly. Yeah.
short on time. So I was like, why multi-services? But to be...
He does honey as well.
Wine,
You know.
I'm saying.
No, he does honey as well.
You had honey on the farm yesterday?
Yes.
But that's why he was calling us up by the bees.
You had honey on the farm yesterday?
Yes, that's why we were in the wax apple tree
Yeah.
where you was stuffing your face. Yes.
You had honey on the farm
Because I
yesterday?
asked the other guy if he wants to visit the
honey
apiary,
hive, yeah.
the honey place, but he told me he didn't show too much interest in the bees.
You should have told me that. I would have been there.
Okay, Winston, we'll make a special day for to feature just honey.
Okay.
So we're putting that call out to persons who are into honey. So we'll actually visit those persons into honey and we'll just make a segment.
Yes.
Well,
just
probably
for-
1 hour just
for
focusing on honey.
and the nutritional value of honey.
Correct. And we will focus on the fact that we do have a government facility in Dennery
Yes.
that's dedicated to honey and bottling and so forth. So, yeah, Winston, you'll get your...
in Lakaya Dinner.
Yes.
Yes.
Check the face, check the
can
face.
you So can you tell us more as to the varieties you have?
Wow. Since I am into wine processing, and I tell myself, look, you cannot put all your eggs in one basket. So I see the same products as the same thing. You cannot go into just one set of wines. And if one fail, what would you do? It's like different varieties. I want everybody that comes in selecting, they must find at least one they love it.
Oh yeah, that's
You know, so that's what's working for me.
And one more question, can you please tell us about because everything you do, you must face some challenges.
Yes.
Can you please tell us some of the challenges you face so far?
Okay, one of my greatest when I started was going into the nutrition analysis with the wine. It's like, wow, when I started, I thought it was just prepare the wine, you know, make it up and then start selling wine. But I always wanted to bring my thing up to the highest level. So I went to like I said, I went to the Bureau of Standard. I went, and then the Bureau of Standard told me the Ministry of Health has to come in, the water testing and, you know, everything. There's so much. I was given a list. And what I remember, I told myself is, I'm not giving up. So whatever it is, whatever it takes, I'm just not giving up. To send the product to Trinidad, it was, believe me, it was like hell and back. But again, remember I say I'm not giving up.
So you still succeeded?
Of course I have to. That's how I feel.
Yes.
Checking the airline, they tell me now they would not allow the alcohol to
Beverages,
travel.
yes.
So I end up getting a friend of mine going to Trinidad. So she had it in her luggage as, you know, a product with her.
So after all that, how you felt? Tell me how you felt.
Accomplishment-wise.
The accomplishment side of it.
Well, the way I feel is, I told myself I'm not giving up, and that is what you have to tell yourself. If you don't want to, you know, if you don't want to, it's like back down or you don't want to fail, just tell yourself you're not giving up, whatever it takes. And now I just believe that way. Whatever it takes, you may not have it presently. There is somebody around that can assist you. There is somebody you can communicate with that will get true, because it's possible.
Yes, because you told yourself some words of affirmation and it actually manifested. Yeah, and that's what a lot of young people should do. Don't actually speak the negative into you. Speak the positive. Because words actually comes into reality, it manifests as well.
Most definitely, but you see, that's the thing, and I said that in our first segment, where you are your biggest competition. You decide if you fail or if you succeed. And success is not what you can have in material value. Success is, so for example, for Vel, he had major setbacks in getting the product to testing and so forth. But the accomplishment was getting it there and getting it tested and getting the results of that testing. And that was a huge accomplishment.
Another thing I realized, and what they always tell a lot of young people or people in general, is that don't do too many things at once. And that's what people actually tell everybody, don't do too many things at once, don't mix. But look here, he's doing so many things at once and he's actually succeeding with everything at the same time.
Now again, because I'm using that, my name, my company, multi-services, so again, in my mind, I'm telling myself, you have to do multi-thing. You must be multi-skilled. So since you're multi-skilled, it's like you cannot just do one thing, lots of things. Surprisingly, I'm a diesel mechanic, and even now, I am still doing diesel injectors. So all the diesel vehicles you see that are smoking, if they have a smoking problem, they can still come to me.
Okay, my father is a mechanic.
Okay.
In Texas and Giggles. So I can do something. I work on my car myself.
Okay.
You go to you can do something.
Yes. Yeah, I can do something. I can do a lot, but I'm not a professional mechanic or a registered mechanic. But I can do a lot.
Now, one thing I always ask the Most High is to give me vision and foresight.
Wow.
And I'm telling myself, it don't just come, you have to apply yourself. You understand? Don't just ask the Most High for vision and foresight and just sleep and don't, think of anything and expect you'll go forward with anything. I always see something I can do. I figure now if you put me in a vacuum, I will still get something to do in the vacuum. That's how I feel. There is always something to do.
So what words of encouragement or what motivational words you can actually use right now to encourage young people, motivate young people, inspire young people right now?
Okay, the first thing, when you think there is nothing to do, tell yourself there's something and let you see if you can figure out what's there. Because there is always something to do. I mean, though I travel and I experience lots of things, but I'm still saying, I went to Canada and I saw the people packaging dry roasted coconuts. Could you imagine? Coconuts, they roasting the coconut, package it and they sell it to our people. But I saw dry lime, sweet dry lime as a snack. Limes, they slice it up and they, it's like dry it up.
But we have that at the gourmet supermarket. They have it in the packet.
Limes?
Yeah, they have it in. It's like a candy. No, they have it. Wow. It's the same way that in the US they take the skin of the coconut. So the skin that we just throw away after we take the coconut, they shave it properly so the edges are not rough, and they sell it like 20 US for just one coconut shell to put in the aquariums.
So that right now that's a business idea for young people.
Exactly. So they can actually supply Amazon with it as well.
Yes.
That they literally put it into the aquarium to even make desk decorations out of it, and it's still sold for just a little under 20 US.
And you can make a profit out of it.
Exactly. So that's stuff that people are throwing away, and you can make an earning out of it.
Even yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine. He was telling me there is so much wax apple in St. Lucia presently. We have wax apple in abundance.
And not just wax apple, mangoes as well.
Okay. And he was telling me, so far you are the only one I can picture that is creating something out of the wax apple. And I'm saying to myself, this is not the only thing we can make out of wax apple. Don't ask me what for now. But I'm still saying there are more things we can create out of wax apple. So it's just up to us now to take time and figure what other thing can I create out of the wax apple.
So you're making the wax apple wine right now?
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff we can do to wax. Maybe wax apple sauce.
Exactly. There are lots of things.
Yes, yes.
There are lots of things. And it's in abundance. Watch mangoes.
Yes, mangoes all over the place.
Yeah, guava season, the same thing.
Yeah, same thing all over the place.
Yes. Yeah.
So guys, right now we will play some words of encouragement from a motivational speaker.
And then we will go into tasting.
Wine tasting. And just giving you a little insight as to how each wine tastes and what I love and what I don't love.
Yeah, right. Winston will say something he don't love. Okay. I have no comments towards that. So to be honest, no comments.
I'm so excited.
Oh, we have a call.
We have a call on the line.
Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Hello, I have a plant of wax apple that making magic by my home day. And I would like to the Agdamista. I want to taste his Moby because I like Moby.
Okay, well, I will be at
Constitution
Park on Friday. Whole day.
Where?
Constitution Park
that's in Castries.
Oh, okay, all right.
On Friday, so you could come around and you can get to...
Yeah, okay. I have that, but Lucia that making magic.
The wax apple?
Yeah.
Maybe you can try to do something with it.
Yeah, try something.
You can make desserts out of it. You can make
bye-bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy the day.
Okay, thank you.
And love to see you all.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so young persons out there, I'm not sure if we can get the caller's contact information. Maybe when she goes to Vel to get her Moby, Vel can get the contact information for those persons out there who basically want to get the wax apple from her and try some products. Experiment a bit. Be innovative. And most definitely, I can tell you now, you can do it. So you can make desserts out of it. You can make a candy out of it. You can probably pickle it.
I put them in my salads.
See? So yeah. Or you can just eat it. It's as simple as that. But yeah, there's so much you can do with it.
It's very good. It's very good.
Most definitely. So, go ahead.
I remember when while I was going to school, I used to...
Go ahead. I
used to plant little kitchen garden in my mother's yard. That even the area where she would sweep, they normally sweep around the yard.
Yeah.
I'm planting potatoes and cucumber and all kind of stuff in her yard. So I started from there and then move on a little, started making my little sticks, fence up with sticks, and I start planting cucumber and different little things. Imagine I started taking copper and I started making bracelets. At a very early age, I was already making, so my mother told me, did you buy your brass labor? Very early, I started, making things like bracelet. Even when guys, they used to have this advertising of these dances, that they were not using the media so much at that time. I used to take the marker and start writing out advertisement for the people. Wow. So there was always something for me to do. So from a school age, I started, and it's like up to now. Yeah. And if you take everything from me right now, whatever I'm doing, I will still find more things to do, which means there are always things to do.
So I check your plan. That's why you're trying to make my 5-year-old start planting. I check you now. Yeah, he took your advice. He started the planting.
It's good.
That's
good.
Nice, that's
yeah.
Nice. But with the ground provisions, especially the dashing, they're doing dashing shakes and they're doing breadfruit shakes as well.
Yes.
I've tasted them and it is very good.
Yeah.
Even the breadfruit punch too.
Yeah. So if you can do the dashing shake, you can do the sweet potato shake.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a pumpkin shake too.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's so many opportunities, so many different things that young people can do.
Most
Just label them and give them a very nice label.
Yeah, very appealing name, very catchy name.
Yes.
But also, if you would like to taste a lot of what St. Lucia has to offer in terms of products, there is going to be a farmer's market, like Vel mentioned. He's going to be there all day Friday. So there will be a lot of agro-processors where you can sample a lot of products made right here in St. Lucia. For example, breading mix, where you don't even have to season your meat, your veggies, or your fish. You can just clean it up with vinegar and lime and just toss it in, bake it or fry it. There's also going to be punches. There will be pops made out of fruits, There will be, if you're trying to get the moringa powder, there will also be that as well. The neem powder.
Cookies, biscuits.
There's cookies, biscuits. There's also going to be the coconut crumbles and coconut lady. There's also going to be health nuts in terms of getting your gluten-free snacks. There's a whole lot of stuff available at the farmers market. So look out for that as well, guys. In terms of getting you the inspirational speech, I'm going to let that go on now, and then we'll get into tasting of the wines. Every time we go into the hello, good afternoon, caller.
Hello, good afternoon. Let me tell you all. Ask Mr. if he have that thing. How you calling that? The bracelet.
The copper bracelet for Fuidi.
Bracelet for Fuidi. Ask him if he have it.
I left that for other people to do since I'm so engaged in the wine. You know, I figure there's, I don't want to get, I'm so engaged that I figure there are certain things I should let go.
I was just asking if he have it, give it to Dr. Secret did for me, and I would call Dr. Secret and he will take it for me, and Dr. Secret will give somebody it for me.
Oh, okay. So, well, we'll have to get some way of getting the lady.
Because presently I have one right in my arm. I made it, you know, and I've never given it up.
Dr. Secret know me very well. I have his number. I would call him and ask him to take it for me, and he will give somebody it for me.
Yeah, we'll have to find a way to get you that copper bracelet.
Yeah.
Maybe from someone else, but we'll have to find a way to get you the copper bracelet.
But any of the young people who wants to get into that part of it, I could assist them.
Okay, so what I'll tell you to do, darling, is give Dr. Secret your information and ask him to reach out to Natoya, and then I will follow up with Vel or somebody else that can get you the copper bracelet.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Not a problem. Thank you so much, darling.
Okay, you are okay.
All right, so we are going to go into the inspirational video now. Well, I'm not sure if you'll concede on the TV, but yes, we're going to go into it right now, and then after we'll go into wine tasting, and then
we have a
very tight. We might actually be going over the 4 o'clock today.
Yes.
But yeah, it's going to be an interesting show.
We have a young guy right now. He's all about the fitness. But let me give you. I'll not spoil it. So after the motivational video, we'll introduce him.
All right. So it's titled "I Can Do It." So I'm going to allow it to play now.
And I had to buy Pampers. I remember wrapping my son in a towel for 2 days. I remember the second day, like you said, I had my hand on Jelani's stomach, and I said, "Don't worry, baby. Mommy will never be this broke or broken again." And that day, what shifted for me was I was willing, and I don't know if this is going to sound crazy, I was willing to completely die to any form of me that I had been, so that I can birth the woman that I was becoming. The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say, "I've always been this way." Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that. I knew it wasn't working for me any longer. I had hit my version of rock bottom. So I was willing to let go of everything and everybody. See, another reason why people won't get there is because the doorway is for you to fit through. You're trying to carry everybody else through because you're trying to be Rescue 911. And you got to rescue you first. I am much more valuable to my family and to my community because I was willing to let them go through the door myself, teach myself, learn myself, condition myself, and then come back and get them. I'm much more valuable to them now. But I had to go through a window time of 10 years of judgment. You leaving us, hanging out with white people all the time. You going to these crazy countries. We don't know what you. I had to be willing to allow my conviction to make me inconvenienced. See, we want to grow, but we want to stay liked by everybody. I was willing to be my own rescue at the risk of your approval. But most of us aren't like that. Facebook is an example. We want to be liked. Well, I woke up and I like myself today, so your like is extra. My job is to like me first. I was willing to say every day, Lisa, you like you? Lisa, are you proud of you? Lisa, are you playing full out? Every day before I checked in with anybody else. I was willing to inconvenience my entire life. My entire life. I was willing to disrupt my entire life to buy my future, to buy my possibility, to give my dream a chance. See, we're not supposed to tuck our dreams in on the pillow when we get up in the morning. We're not supposed to leave them at home. We can go and fulfill somebody else's dream. We're not supposed to do that. That's not what we're wired to do. That's not who we are. Your human spirit doesn't care about the economy. The human spirit doesn't care that my son's father went to prison. The human spirit doesn't care what's happened to your family. The human spirit doesn't care about the past. You may have been molested, or your family may have been broke, or you may have been betrayed, or you may have a divorce. Your human spirit doesn't care about any of that. Your human spirit simply says, what's our command for tomorrow? What do you want to create? It's not keeping score. Your brain is keeping score, because your brain is designed to keep you safe. Your soul, your intuition, your human spirit is designed to make you soar. When you get to the edge, your brain will always tell you to step back. It's always going to tell you to step back, because you can fall. Always. It's going to tell you to step back. Because before you fell, the last time you did this, you saw someone else fail. You could hurt. You could be off work. It's going to tell you. It's designed to keep you safe. So you have to be willing to play between your brain and your soul. And on some days, you got to just listen to your soul. And you got to say, I'm going to leap. I'm going to get to the edge. Most people are at the edge, and you're sitting at the edge, and you're watching everyone else fly. That's Pimp My Ride, Watch My Crib, all this stuff. You know, watching people's lives on Facebook. You're at the edge, watching someone else live, wondering what it's going to be like when you jump without ever jumping. And I'm just here to tell you, jump. Because only three things can happen. You're either going to jump and fly, or you're going to jump and fall on something soft, or you're going to fall down hard. Either way, you're going to get back up. You already know you got what it takes to get back up. Your greatest fear is not that you will fall. Your greatest fear is that you will live a full life and never fly. That you never leaped. You're not afraid of dying. You're afraid of dying before the world sees who you really are. Before they really get your fingerprint. Before they really feel your breath. Before they really get your contribution. Before they really feel you. That's what you don't want to happen. You don't want to leave this place without us knowing you were here. All I'm doing is giving my dream a chance. And I'm not extraordinary. You don't get off the hook. You don't get to be let off the hook. I'm an ordinary woman who chooses every day to make one more extraordinary decision. Everything that I need to get back up, I have in me. If I don't have what I need, I can go get it. Once I figure...
Okay guys, all right, so it's basically putting out there that you can do it. You can achieve everything that you want to. As you heard in the inspirational video, she had many setbacks. She didn't know if she was going to make it in life, but she's explaining that no matter the setbacks, no matter the challenges, you can achieve anything that you would like to achieve. It all starts with you. And basically goes back to what Winston and I have been saying from the first segment. You are your biggest competition. You are your biggest setback. You decide how far you go. And Vel reiterated that when he said that he told himself that he wasn't giving up. And he ensured that, yeah. So we're going into tasting now. Taste.
So guys, this is the most exciting segment. I don't say, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on the show today. This is a very exciting segment for me, the wine tasting. So today we will be tasting the wax apple, the cashew, and the muffin wine. So, and we also have some giveaways.
Yeah, we have two giveaways.
We have two giveaways. So if you answer the questions correctly.
I wonder what those questions are. Can I play? I can play? No?
No.
Then you're not going on the honey shoot. And you're not going on the livestock shoot either.
Can I take it tomorrow to go on the honey farm?
Tell him no. Well, if you say yes, we're not talking.
I don't know.
Alright, hold on for. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm ready for the giveaway.
You ready for the giveaway?
But hey, that look like too much wine for us to taste it.
Then why you so?
Eh.
But you know how much work we sweat on the farm yesterday?
They didn't tell you to drink gourget wine, huh? You're tasting. That's how much wine to taste.
Yes, we're just tasting.
Yeah, we know, we're just tasting, okay? We ensure that we're going to, the giveaway is going to be nice, but let us taste first so we can tell you how it is, and then you know if you want to take part in the giveaway, you understand?
Okay, honey.
All
Due to
right.
your concern, we will taste responsibly.
Alright.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you see, people are already excited for the giveaway.
Right? And you said the cashew.
Yes. Oh, dear, the cashew is the one I want. You don't know coconut water?
Coconut water?
Yes, that's how they do it in India, the delicacy.
So, coconut water before the tasting?
No,
after?
together with the cashew.
But you take away the flavor, it will water down the
I know, but I'm just, you know what? We'll have to use, I think we have some mugs over there, we'll have to use over there.
Yes. So,
Actually, you have a mug, don't you?
yes, I do. It has water.
So you did bring your African mug.
No, not today. I actually have it somewhere in the bag, you know. It's somewhere. But let me see how we'll be doing the wine tasting because I'm so excited and I'm taking too long to taste the wine.
I feel it, eh? But you know what? We'll figure it out. But we need to get into that. So, well, can you tell us a little about the cashew? Which one are you going to start with? Cashew, moringa, or wax apple first?
The moringa.
The moringa. Okay, so well, can you tell us a little about the moringa, and then we'll go into getting the tasting. We'll figure that tasting thing out.
Okay, when I started my wines, I started with fruits. But then I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at things that are popular. Listening to the media, you start hearing everybody moringa. So I tell myself, I have to get to the moringa wine. So again, everything I do, I try it first. You know, I test it first, see how possible it is, get feedbacks, and after I accept the feedback sounds good, then I say, okay, now I'm going for it. And this is what I did with the wine, with the moringa. So now I tell myself, it's like anything I can get into a liquid state, then I can make wine with it. And that's just the story with it, you know. Anything I can get into a liquid state, then I can make wine with it.
So you can still get the health benefits from the moringa?
Yes.
You sure?
Yep.
So I can just use that. You know, they say, you know, like I looking around like a dumpling, eh? So I go to give my own self the jokes. I looking around like a dumpling. Yeah, exercising, eh? But so I can drink the moringa and it will help the diet.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You know, I'm feeling excited now. Now I really want to taste it. Drum roll, like Winston, they're taking how much time? You know, like here, check the size of Winston. They're not a sample. We don't have security at the station. Winston are not juicer.
Yeah, so let's start with the wine tasting. I'm already up, and I think Bill will help us with that. I have it open right now.
No, you don't need to open it. Just crack the top.
Just crack the top?
Yes,
Yep.
it's
Twist
easy.
open.
So easy?
Yes, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Just crack the top, you said.
And we have 2 different sizes in the wines.
250 ml and the 750.
Okay, and what are the prices?
$7 for the 250 and 25 for the 750.
So you mean I can buy myself 4 bottles of wine? I definitely want to see how much he put in for himself. But anyway, so I can buy 4 bottles of wine on $100 and get merry like a birthday. Okay, all right. I'll let Winston do the honors. Let him fix himself there. He already smiling. Winston not a shabby and he get red.
So you taste first or?
No, you taste first. You're not a sommelier, so don't try and act like one.
You don't have the harsh taste that the non-grape has.
Okay, so I'll go. Let's see. It's actually really good, you know.
Yeah, it is.
So you still sure I can get the health benefits, yeah?
So you give.
Okay, alright.
So let's try some the wax apple now.
Yeah, you look go for the wax after you stuff. You don't eat enough wax apple yesterday, Winston. What's here? I hope it's not Nicole again. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Can I have a taste too?
You want to have a taste too? I wish you could have joined the party over here.
I just like the TV there watching you only.
I'll taste for you.
Okay, all right,
But you can
darling.
always pass in Constitution Park in terms of the farmers
All
market
right,
and
you go.
sample.
Okay, darling.
Alright,
Okay.
thank you so much.
Bye, darling.
Bye bye. You see, you're making a fool jealous already.
So guys, it's just all about pushing businesses with Vel right now. So we're actually pushing agro processing and actually encouraging young people to go into agro
Processing and farming as well.
So right now we're continuing the second wine tasting.
Let me try.
You don't have no strength. You're living in Barbuda, eating all of grand provision, but you still can't open the bottle.
So because you're living in Babu.
You have muscles. You have muscles for nothing.
Let's try. You ready or just me?
Yeah. No. Why you so? Go first. You see, still going first.
Let me try that one, guys. Sorry for taking too much time.
He have to put his pinky up in the air. Oh dear. Okay, Winston taking too much time to give you all the feedback.
I prefer the wax apple more than the moringa one.
Okay.
I prefer the wax apple. The moringa has a great taste, but to me the wax apple, I like the wax apple.
Ah, why? I prefer the moringa. Eh?
Why?
I have a more distinctive palate. I like things that's not too smooth.
That's exotic.
Yeah, I like more exotic things. I'm not a smooth kind of girl over here.
I think the wax apple is more of a ladies' drink.
Hey, babe, not over here. Not over here.
It's more of a ladies' drink.
Yeah, you find the ladies tend to go for the wax apple more than the moringa.
Okay.
As far as sales are concerned, you find more ladies drink the wax apple.
Because the wax apple is smooth on your
Yeah,
palate.
that's what I'm saying. It's just like, you know, like the new Guinness, they launched the Guinness Smooth. Nah, that one difficult to go wrong. Too smooth.
I like the Guinness smooth.
I need a little, you know, a little crackling, a little harshness.
I like the Guinness smooth.
No, sir.
Remember there are two different types of people in the world.
Yeah, I want people too smooth. Like, you know what? Can you just let's go on the cashew one.
So guys, we'll move into the last one, the cashew.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. Hope it will be better than the wax apple. I get my strength.
You get your strength? Okay. Yeah, I think I might like the cashew. Go ahead.
It smells better.
I can maybe pour it into a nice seafood.
You know, I'd rather the cashew than the two.
Yep. Cashew.
Cashew's better.
Yeah, it will go in nice in a nice coconut
Cashew wine?
seafood.
Yeah.
Like you know when they cook food and they add the wine, so yeah, so the cashew would go into it very nicely.
That's true, that's true. So the cashew ferments, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
You realize, you remember the fruit that he was eating? That's what he makes a
Right.
lot of.
The fruit from the cashew.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
same fruit you say you're not going to eat, but what you drink in the wine. Anyway, so yes, we're enjoying this over here. Winston enjoying it a little too much,
Yes, I have to stop.
and he's going to give you the questions for the giveaway. So you'll get one. Is it mini? Which size we're doing? Mini? Yeah, we'll do the mini ones.
We'll do the mini ones, guys. So
Okay.
we'll give away right now. The first question is, where is Vel's multi-services located? First question.
Okay, so Winston is going to repeat that question.
Where is Vel's multi-services located? First question for giveaway.
Okay, whichever caller can get that correct, the bottle of Wax apple is yours. Wax apple wine is yours. So it all depends on if you want the wine or not. Nicole, you don't want the wine again?
Nicole, I don't think Nicole want the wine anymore.
You don't want it again? Oh, she wanted the... What's it again?
She said she wanted something.
The Latinier? Alright. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Hello?
Hi. Yes.
Hi, Dad. Can I have a question again, please?
Where is Bell's multi-services located?
Richford, Mabuya Valley, Dennery.
Can you confirm that?
Yes, she's right.
She's right?
Across from the Western Union.
Yes,
Wow.
Boy, that's exact location, eh?
Wow.
Let's go. What did I win?
You win a mini bottle of the wax apple.
Hey, the wax apple one I wanted. Thank you.
Okay,
That's the one you
so
wanted?
Yes.
Wow.
so you have to pick it up at Sky FM from tomorrow morning. It's available at Sky FM.
No problem.
All right, unless if you want to contact Mr. Vell to pick it up if you're in
Where is
Denver.
she located?
I'll take it by though.
You'll take it by Mr. Vell home, so you even know where he living
Get the
to.
person's name.
Yes.
What's your name? He wants to know your name.
Your full name.
Nicole.
Nicole.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Vell will be holding on to the bottle for you. So you're not
Thank
allowed to
you.
call back, eh?
Oh,
We have
no.
another giveaway, so you cannot call
You
back.
cannot call back.
Why should I call back again? What?
Don't make your sister or nobody else calling now, eh?
I'm not at home. I'm in the office. Okay.
Okay, so don't make your co-workers call for you.
For me, why? You have to share the love. Come on.
Nicole,
I get my
bye-bye.
I get my wax apple wine already.
All right, okay, thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
You hope you share with me though.
What did Nicole? Bye-bye. Don't answer Winston. Okay, so
The
we
second-
have one winner so far. The second winner, what wine are we giving away?
Well, since I love the
We have the
passion-
small, yeah, but we have the small Attorney, right?
That's a Latinier? Okay, we'll give away the Latinier. Since a lady said that she would love, remember someone spoke
Yes.
called about the Latinier early on. The second question is, what two fruit variety that did Vale started with?
Yes. Repeat the question, please.
What two fruit variety did Vale started with?
All right, so guys out there, if you're listening, you had the question. So
So if you were listening, you would know what fruits he started with.
unless you were just listening to the part where we were tasting the wine, but anyway,
I think that much.
That
Some
much?
people just listen to the part.
Or you can just ask to give, just name two.
two of
Just
the
two?
wines.
Okay.
Yeah. Or just,
Okay, so
yeah, make it
either
easy.
one, you.
Yeah.
It's easy, you know.
It's easy. It's easy. Let's just hold on.
Make sure you're not seeing the
Make sure
label.
you're not seeing the label.
Yes, you Winston, you want to be that hard for a bottle of wine? Because you wanted it? Check you. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon, my dear. Sweetheart, it's a while since the TV is frozen.
What's that?
We could hear you,
Uh-huh.
but the TV is frozen.
The TV is frozen?
Just in Winston laughing there alone.
You seen Winston laughing there alone? Okay.
Yeah, all that, if that's outside, it's frozen.
What a nice sight. Okay, thank you so much. We'll get the technical guys to sort it out.
Okay, all right.
All right. Okay, so who is going to answer that question? Although I'm looking at the bottle, you're sure you'll want to win it. You will win it and I can share it. Okay. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My TV smiling, but anyway, that's not why I called. I called to answer the question.
Sure. What's your answer, darling?
Okay, so I'll try the first one you asked. I think you said which two plants did he start with?
Yes.
I think he said he started with the Latonier and the palm tree or something like that, but if not, I'll answer the questions about the wine.
Well, is she correct?
She said the Latanier, and the palm is the same Latanier.
Okay. So you...
Oh, it's the same?
Yeah. The
let me
Latanier
ask
came
you-
from the palm.
Oh,
So
okay,
you have
that's
just
interesting.
named the one.
You want to try?
Yeah, well, I
Or
don't
you
know
want
the
to
other
try?
one, so
Or
I'll
you
have to
want
try the wine.
The wines? Okay. All right, go ahead.
So the wine, he has the Latanier wine, he has the which one? He has the Moringa wine, the cashew wine, I think.
Okay, fantastic. You have just won yourself the mini bottle of Latanier wine. Can you give us your name, and would you be able to pick it up at Sky FM?
Yes, I'll have somebody pick it up. Let me give you the name that will pick it up. It will not be me, so can you let me know?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so we've just had a winner. So thank you so much, Vel, for basically bearing with us, the two laughing geeks over here, on the farm yesterday while eating all your wax apple and your cherries. But thank you so much for bearing with us and for taking us behind the scenes of exactly what it is to be a farmer and how from getting the raw material into an actual product. So thank you so much for having us, and thank you so much for coming on and showcasing your products.
And thanks for giving me the opportunity to expose my product and to be around with you all. I feel so relaxed. It's like I could have stayed around with you all.
It's a vibe over here, let me tell you all.
Especially on the farm, my God.
Okay, I am just ignoring this. I am not even saying that.
But since you're so comfortable with us, right? Since you're so comfortable with us, hopefully between, I would say, tomorrow and next week, we'll be able to go to the farm.
I think next week would be maybe better because tomorrow I'll be organizing for
the farmers market.
Your next week.
Yeah. Yes. Anytime you give me a shout.
Yes. Okay. So, yes.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
You went against your wood. Thank you.
I went against my wood?
Yeah, you said no earlier on.
You staying by the road. Okay? Oh boy. Hello, good afternoon, caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Hi, hello. Let me ask the gentleman, did he ever came to the hotel, Landin's Hotel, to display his wines?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Oh, you're the one I spoke to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I remember you gave me a card, but after that, I didn't see you come back. I didn't see you come back to the hotel, and because you had me and a couple of us to sample wines,
Right.
And it was real good, especially the one you said you make brooms with it.
Latanier.
And you spoke about the prostate and that kind of thing.
Right. It's called.
I remember well. Yeah, but I don't know, you didn't, or maybe the time I came back to the hotel, maybe I didn't see you. You came on a Monday.
All right.
You remember I came, and the next Monday I came, I told you I'd be getting a bottle the next Monday, and you wasn't there, so,
We were working in turns, so they would tell us which it's like one in, one out. So you find if we come this week, that's how they had us. And then COVID came about, so everything.
And everything just crashed. Yeah, that's true. And I guess you haven't been back to the hotel as such since COVID.
Right. But I will be at Constitution Park on Friday for the whole day. This coming Friday.
Well, I'll see you there.
Yeah. All right. Okay,
thank you so much.
All right. Well, I'll see you there then.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, Vel, before you leave us, I see you already taking out your headphones. You're not relaxed again.
No, because you already tell me thank you. So
thank you so much, Vel. Can you
partner to take over? So
can you provide your contact information for those persons who would like to purchase your products?
Okay, my number is 284-1877 or 727-4188.
Can you repeat that again and a little slower?
284-1877. That is lime or flow, and 727-4188, which is Digicel.
Okay, all right. So there you
Or
have it.
you could just, next to the Richford police station, easy to find. As long as you get to that area, there's a Western Union right there, or ask anybody where the wine guy is located.
Just the wine guy?
Yes.
Definitely.
There is a sign right by the road, so you can't miss it. As long you talk about the Western Union, it's like everybody know where the Western Union is, and they also know where the wine place is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So
fantastic.
don't miss it out, guys.
So yes, so you will be seeing a second part of Vel. Let's not forget that, the honey aspect. But thank you so much, Vel, for being with us, the Laughing Geeks over here. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for allowing us for the tasting and the giveaways, and do hope that you reach much further in business. And the young persons who would like to reach out to Vel to find out how do you get into the industry, please reach out. He's willing and ready to provide you with all the information and the support that you need in order to go forward into this industry. Thank you so much.
All right.
Just now, one more thing. Do you know mango wine?
I have presently fermenting, but it's like the strange thing with me. It's the products that are too popular. It's like banana. Anybody say banana, it don't mean much to them. I tend to stay away a little. You know, the things that sound kind of strange. It's like maybe breadfruit. You know, something so.
He's like
but mango is like everybody. Mango, me, I know mango. You know, but I'll still go work with it.
But people don't really do mango wine.
Yeah, but just the name mango. Just the name banana. It's like so come everybody knows mango, everybody. Some would tell you they're tired of mango, they're tired of banana. You know, so I tend to stay away from these little things.
Well, I would love mango wine.
Okay. Just like you love the mango brandy, right?
I will work on the mango and the banana.
Okay.
But I have tried the macaboo, the plantain. It's I've gone all around them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I'll leave
Again,
Winston in Castries on our next trip. And guys, we will be bringing on a next guest right after our short little break of instrumental. We will be going into fitness. Yeah, we drink the alcohol and then we go into fitness and health. Yes. Actually, I did have some health part. I had moringa. Okay. Why you give me that look? I had moringa.
Me too. So right now the guy is going to be against us now because we just had.
Yeah, but he gave me that look like.
What he's trying to promote. So right now. So you see. So that's why I brought it. Everything happens for a reason. I brought.
That's for the lady.
Okay. All right.
I brought the fitness guy. You brought the alcohol guy. So I'm promoting fitness.
I brought the alcohol guy?
No, not you.
Wow.
I'm promoting fitness.
Wow.
Remember the last time I told you I'm promoting fitness. I'm all about fitness, guys.
He's all about fitness, but he was indulging a while ago. You shouldn't have tasted.
I tasted the alcohol.
You know what?
I tasted the alcohol.
I am so done. Nobody don't want to help me. Like, oh yeah, they have a police station downstairs.
That's for traffic.
But your traffic just take you out of the whole equation. Anyway, guys, yeah, instrumental for now. Alright guys, okay, so we're going into fitness.
Can I move this?
Yeah, you can bring it down to you. We're going into fitness, health and fitness, okay? So
right now guys, we have a very proactive young man. To me, he's successful.
Yes, he is.
He is successful. He has been on very.
Go ahead, Winston, not you.
He has been pushing fitness, pushing health. He has been on various TV shows, radio shows. He has his own Instagram page where he always has his lives and all that. His business name is Innova Ace. It's a luxury lifestyle brand centered around fitness and health, and he will be going in depth with his business today. So can you please introduce yourself?
Alright, pleasant good day to you guys, everybody who's listening. Thank you so much, Winston, for having me on. And
Natoya,
yes. Beautiful Natoya. Thank you guys so much, and the entire Sky FM team. And pleasant good day to all the listeners as well. My name is Ace, or Nev, as my family name. You know, my family members will know me as that, right? The brand is Innov Ace. So like Winston said, it's centered around health and fitness. For me, I've always had a desire to inspire. I wasn't always necessarily an advocate for health and fitness. That's a common misconception that a lot of people have when they see me. They think that, oh, this guy has always been into this. But it is a newfound love of mine, and I realize that it is something that is definitely creating many opportunities for myself and also the youth around.
Okay. Is it only youth, or do you is it on a larger scale?
Yeah, definitely. It's actually it is on a larger scale. In fact, you know, you asked that question and I recall. Shout out to my guy Soca Fit, Chacho from Soca Fit, St. Lucia. I'll never forget. He had me conduct this. So it was this event that the National Farmers Credit Union had organized. It was this fun walk, right?
Okay.
There were lots of people there.
Yes.
And my guy Soca Fit, he was the one conducting a fitness session.
Okay.
And then he's like, yo, my guy Innovace is there. Let me pull him on. And I'm like, yo, like
what you doing?
I was there that day.
You were there? Yeah. But I was excited.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it went great. And I recall after that, I think she was about maybe 40 something years old. She came up to me and she's like, how do I join your fitness team? And I gave her my information, etc. And I thought, why just focus it on youth? Because we started off with myself and 2 or 3 young guys. But I'm like, why just focus it on the youth when there are people of various ages who are interested in becoming part of the Innov Ace Fit family?
Okay.
And so it is something that I've always had in my mind to have it expound to various age groups.
Okay. All right. Great. So what is the criteria? How do persons get involved?
Okay. So I mean, first and foremost, you would have to have a desire for fitness, right?
Yes.
But I always tell people it's a brand, a luxury brand, surrounded and the focus is fitness. So it isn't necessarily all health and fitness. We also deal with just overall development. I believe in the holistic approach to health. And that would include your financial, social, spiritual, all these aspects. But when you wear health, you think just go out, do some jumping jacks. Nah. So for us, we like to ensure that, of course, first and foremost, you have a love for fitness. Secondly, of course, you would get interviewed by myself, and I would just screen you to figure out that if this is somebody that I would want to be part of my team. What would determine you being part of the team? Okay, so I look at something like, is this person self-driven?
Okay.
Right? Is this person self-motivated? Does this person want more out of life? And I think for us as the Innov Ace Fit family, that is the most important thing, is to have that mind of expansion, right? And just always wanting more out of life. So these are some of the things that throughout the interview process, I would gather. I'll do a little background check, just like, you know, you go high, you go, but it's not like you need to have 5 CXCs to get the job type of thing. It's more like, does this person have the right mindset?
So can I ask you one question without cutting you short? So for example, if I don't have that mindset, but something inside of me is telling me that I need to be around some people.
Yeah, I was just about to ask a question similar to that.
in what way can I be part of your team?
Okay, so so let me just break it down really quickly. So we have Ace, the brand, right? I do clothing, etc., etc. And then we have the Ace Fit Family, which is the fitness youth organization, right?
Okay.
So for members who persons who have expressed interest in becoming part of the family, but I realize that they might not necessarily be too much into fitness or whatever, I would propose to them becoming an ambassador for the brand. So they're not necessarily part of the team, but they're part of the family, if you get what I mean. So for someone like, let's say you would be interested in joining, but you don't necessarily have the mindset, but you have the desire. It's very tricky because for me personally, I always like to ensure that I surround myself with persons who not just have a desire to become great, but have the mindset.
Okay, so not to cut you short. So for example, I host another program on a Saturday, which is called We Evolve, and that program is basically centered around persons suffering from abuse and mental illness. And what you find is that persons who are body shamed or persons who have been given a lot of negative comments, sometimes they feel that the change should be the appearance.
Okay.
And yes, they have the drive within them, but there's so lack of confidence. If they approach you, what?
Oh my God! I want to
She actually expounded on what.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, I'm ready to explode with answers right now. First and foremost, let me just pull up my mask to show you guys. Where's the camera?
Right in front of me.
To show you guys the brand, what it looks like. If you guys could see here, the name Ace, it actually has ACE, and there are points A.C.E. So it's an acronym. It stands for Acquiring Confidence Effortlessly. Let me just repeat that: Acquiring Confidence Effortlessly. Then you have the Innov, which stands for Innovate. The question you just posed, that's actually for me personally, and what I do when it comes to inspiring youth. One of the main things I preach in every single show that I conduct on my live, they say, don't focus on Tom, Dick, or Harry. Don't focus on what people have to say about you, but focus on what you want and silence out the noise. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And let me tell you, I've been Listen, let me give you a quick little story. It's quite funny. So growing up, I was very chubby, right? Very, very. So I grew up around, mostly girls. Now, girls already can be ruthless sometimes. They're all older than me. I'll never forget. Let me mention some names: Safi, Kelsey.
Yeah, from the community.
Right. Babano. Big up to everybody from Babano. I'll never forget. I'll never forget that. They held me in the middle of Ital Street, Missy.
Yes, that's where I'm from.
My God, Missy, they took off my shirt and they put a bra on me in the middle of the street. So if we're talking about body shame, I was that guy. I got body shamed even at school.
By his family though.
But you see, the thing is, for school it was interesting because the body shaming wasn't coming from the girls, it was coming from the guys.
Yeah.
And a lot of the body shaming that was coming from the guys was because the girls they liked me. Right?
Yes.
So for me, I think I never cared. Like, listen, I used to walk these streets without when I'm in my house, I never have clothes.
Yes.
When I come outside, I don't have clothes. Because for me, I want to take the time to shout out. Notice I'm shouting out persons because who I am today in terms of my mindset has a lot to do with the people that are instrumental in creating this mindset, right? My dad was into bodybuilding. Michael, shout out to you, Pops. He was into bodybuilding and he still is very, very heavy into his health and fitness. He has always been a source of confidence for me. Like, know what you want in life, focus on what you want. Don't get people say, do what you want to do. And so for me, growing up, bro, honestly, I never really cared what people thought. And I think this has been my greatest asset. If we want to talk about assets, mental assets, not caring what people think. Listen, sometimes I'm up in Rodney Bay, where they have tons of people passing up and down, and I'm shooting videos of myself doing push-ups. Endless people up and down. You guys could find that on my YouTube at Ace. You guys could find these videos, bro. I don't listen.
Where it all began, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes. I used to see you on the road.
There you go. And to a day like today, I still do it. That's where I started, and that's where I plan to die, within health and fitness. And so for persons who have been body shamed and struggling with confidence, let me just say the first thing is not to change the body, change the mind.
Mindset. It's all about the mindset. Mindset is everything. Mindset is everything.
Okay, so I know you laugh at that the part of that question. So somebody that me that's run like a dumpling, okay, and I come to you and I say, okay, I'm willing to start into the fitness aspect. I want to change my life around. What would your response be, and what would your advice be in that aspect?
Okay, well, first of all, my response to you would be congratulations. I would applaud you and tell you you're about to start an amazing journey, one of the most amazing journeys that you've ever set forth on. But first and foremost, I personally would like to big you up on having the desire, right? The genuine desire to want to change, to become better. I would follow that up with asking you a question. And that question is, why do you want to change your body? Why? Because if it's just to wear some dress tomorrow or go to carnival, no, you could do a vibe, because I do personal training. If you want to get however you want to get for something temporary, that's cool. Do that. But I will tell you and warn you that that's one of the most dangerous things that you could do. Reason being, you're gonna get into blah blah blah. Something happens, or people start saying things, you're going to stop. You know why?
Because you're not motivated enough.
Your why isn't strong enough. The only reason why you want to do it is to fit in the dress. So when people come and say, "Girl, just so you're doing that," it's just a dress. You're going to just let it go. You see what I'm saying? Or if you do go through with it and you do slim down, whatever, you finally wear that dress, you know what's going to happen, right? Nah, if it's in my dress, I can go back to how I was. Yes. You wouldn't want to continue, because that's the goal. The goal is to fit the dress. You get the dress.
So basically, so we're getting that notion out there that fitness is a lifestyle change.
Correct. Definitely.
And to me, the thing about it, you see, when Carnival was around, people used to go to the gym just for Carnival, just to be on Carnival. So it will be a seasonal stuff.
That's the time you get the most people walking on the road.
Yeah, so it will be a seasonal thing for them. So after Carnival, that's it. They go back to the regular lifestyle, drinking the regular alcohol and that. Yeah.
It's actually very, very unhealthy to do that.
What's that?
Start, stop, and
that the body does something where it's like, at the point in time, the body it's just not going to want to cooperate anymore. Whether it be your body, like your heart, your arteries, your liver, something, because what you're doing is you're spending 90% doing something that is contrary to health and fitness, and then 10% you're going to just push. Let's go. Take a bunch of supplements. You're setting yourself up for a stroke, for a heart attack. You see what I'm saying? And so, like Winston like you just said, it has to be a lifestyle thing. You see what I'm saying? Now, I know Winston has always been into his gym, and every time we meet up, I say, bro, he's still training and thing, because I notice he's keeping himself good. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how it's supposed to be. You don't wanna get to 60 or 50 years old and somebody has to be taking care of you because of the way you lived your life when you were young. You were careless.
Makes sense.
But the thing about some young people, they say I'm still young.
I still have all my life ahead of me.
So what can you say to these young people?
I'll say that time flies by a lot faster than you think it will. And now I look back on a lot of the people that used to body shame me, and let me just tell you, let me say, life will change you, life will break you, and life will show you that I effed up, because a lot of the guys and the girls that used to body shame me, I look at them now and they're reaching out to me like, how can I lose weight? I'm like, huh? This is, I think for me, this is the most fascinating thing that has ever occurred in my life. When I made my change, and we could break down a little later as to how I went from X to Y, or waist 36 to a waist 28 in under a year.
Wow.
In under a year. 36 to 28 in under a year. Right? I'll never forget that. I remember this guy that always used to call me, Fat F and Fat this and da. He met me in town not too long ago, and I hadn't seen him in a long time. And he said to me, like you proved me wrong. Like I never I never expected, like, you know, like respect. I'm like, whoa, like this guy was somebody that. And so I'm saying, like, look at all these girls that, boy, them girls was the hottest. That missy, mwah, everybody wanted you. It hasn't even been 5 years yet, and I'm looking back and I'm like,
okay, what happened?
That's the same person. That's crazy.
Trust me, I find myself in them situations already.
Hold it down.
I find myself in them situations.
Listen, by the way, just quick disclaimer, this is not body shaming.
No, it's not.
Everybody's beautiful in their own way. This is just to say that time flies by quickly, and you never know where you'll end up in life, my guy. You see what I'm saying?
Not only that, sometimes you think that body shaming someone because of the way they look is basically making yourself feel better. But then sometimes you end up finding yourself in that situation that the person was in, and they had to let go of their bodies, and then you end up finding out what the lesson is.
And you could even take it broader as well, because it relates to life as well. So you as a young person have a bad attitude, you don't listen, you know, like they would say, you sin up yourself, you're rude. In the future, the same person you've been rude to, suddenly the same person you go for a job,
but it goes back to
as well.
It goes back to what we said in the first segment. The biggest disability in life is a bad attitude.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the biggest setback, because you can be whoever you are, and from the time you have a bad attitude, you'll not get very far. But then you can have the worst product, the worst idea, but every time you have the fantastic attitude, trust me, you reach as far, and persons will try to push you and support you. So it's all about the attitude that you start with.
Yes. So yeah, one question to you, founder of Innovays, as it relates to the food intake, what for breakfast, because you're promoting a healthy lifestyle.
You make him roll his eyes back at me there, because you check when I say at the moringa, he give me the facial expression. It's like, you got to be kidding me. So you sure you want to go in that?
Yes. So as it relates to your food intake, or encouraging people on what food to eat and what they should eat, can you give us some insight on your experiences and your advice to young people or just people in general?
As it relates to diet on the whole, or just breakfast?
Diet and food on the whole.
Yeah.
Okay, so you notice I said earlier I went from a waist 36 to a 28, right? What I say, 90, I would say 80% of that transformation occurred because of a diet change. I was vegan for a period of time. I lived with my uncle, and he was vegan, and so that's the lifestyle that I was on for a good while. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to transforming the body, going to the gym is not what is going to transform you. A lot of people think when they go to the gym, bro, that's when work is going on and the body transforming.
To cut you short, let me just interject twice. There's people who are vegans that they're actually huge.
Right.
And
no, that's not funny. Hey, that's not funny, but it's true.
No. The reason why I'm laughing is the facial expression. Just watch at the facial expression. They're huge.
Yeah, and you spoke about, it doesn't matter if you go to the gym. I've been at the gym, I'm at the gym, and these guys who walk out and they got huge stomachs. Yeah, so.
Right. So, okay, a very interesting statement, very profound as well, because you have a diet such as veganism, which does promote better health and reduce weight. However, there are persons who are vegan and still they're overweight. And then you have something like physical activity, gymming, etc., which is supposed to, shape up the body, etc., etc. And you have people who go to the gym for 2 years and their body is still not. You see what I'm saying? What's there's something underlying. It's like, if I know Winston to be a vegan, but you weigh 600 pounds, boy, you're not a cow. It's cows that could eat grass and weigh so much. You know what I'm saying? So something is not right. Nah,
you came out the wrong.
I'm sorry, but that's
you came out the wrong thing.
Listen. You gotta part of change includes.
Oh my lord.
Hey, listen. Part of change, my brother. Like, if you really want to change, you have to be willing to sit down and take rawness. You gotta. Oh, you don't have to do this. You don't have to.
no pain, no gain.
No, exactly. Now let me just get back to the question that was posed. Breakfast, food, diet. Like I was saying, diet played a major role in me changing up the body, but it wasn't just diet for me. I was spending hours a day cycling. It wasn't to lose weight, I was just cycling because I wanted to free my mind.
It was therapy.
Exactly. And then I realized like the body was just, see what I'm saying? Like for me, like I could, see what I'm saying? I'm telling a story, but like, it's like I'm going backwards. I could tell you guys where it started. My weight loss journey. You see what I'm saying? But before we get there, with regards to the diet, honestly, diet is so important because I always tell people the six-pack you want starts in the kitchen, not in the gym. Because you could go to the gym and you reach home and let's say you burned 1,400 calories. That's a lot of calories to burn, right? You burn that. Yeah, you're feeling nice. But you go and you eat McDonald's, KFC, sorry. You eat KFC and you eat this and you eat that and that. By the time you check out, you don't put 4,000 calories back already.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, you see, that goes back to the same thing I was saying. Remember when I told you from the first of this year, I started the whole soups? So for 30 days, I was having soups, like just soups and smoothies and stuff. Yeah, I lost the 20 pounds without even doing any exercise.
Nice, pick up.
Right? And then I fall off the bandwagon later. So I say, what happened? It was just me trying to be creative with the soup. So now I've started back with them and trying to figure out how to be creative to stay consistent.
But yeah, and also you added that you wanted to start a soup business as well.
Exactly. So it was, and persons will tell me, you actually put in okra in your smoothie.
And that, like all sorts of
vegetables. And it actually used to taste good.
Yes.
So it's about, you've seen that you have to make a major change in terms of diet, but be creative. So the flavors you like, try to get it in a healthy aspect.
And not just that, to research on what food you're taking as well.
Exactly.
So not because someone tell you, hey, that's good for this, that's good for that you'll just take it.
True.
So research and know how much calories this product has or this produce has and know what to.
That's true. But you see, that's the thing, we have a notion in St. Lucia that you just have to be around like a dumpling like me, understand? And then you're nice.
Because especially carbohydrates, I recently know that there's good carbs.
Yes, like there is.
Good carbs, it actually helps in the growth, muscle growth as well with protein. So you have to take in both carbs and protein for the muscle growth.
The same way there is good and bad fats.
Yeah.
So like you'll not be using the actual fats that you fry in food, but you can eat a lot of avocados. You can substitute it in place of bread and stuff like that.
Yes,
so
sure. Yeah, you're right.
For me personally, is that a call?
No, it's not. I think it's on the other side.
My weight loss journey actually started in 2017.
Okay.
So I was in Canada, I was studying, and I was working as well. And I was under a lot of stress. And so, strangely enough, my way of coping with the stress was just not eating. So at the time I was working at the hospital. I'm saying I was putting in my hours because the program that I did is within healthcare. So I was, sometimes I used to do 11 hours in the hospital, you know what I'm saying? And when I used to get home, it used to be like 1 a.m. and why would I eat at 1 a.m.? I wouldn't be hungry either. Because like for me, when I do something that I'm passionate about, I don't focus on money, I don't focus on food, I just focus on work. I would skip lunches, I don't want to eat, let me work. You know what I'm saying? Let me just chill with a patient and hold on meds. Like, hey, listen, for me, like, okay, so my role within the hospital was a personal support worker. Okay. So the personal support worker is directly under a registered nurse, and their job is to be like the extension for the nurse.
Okay.
Right, what I'm saying? And so, you know, you're taking care of the patients, you know, making sure that they're clean, making sure that they're healthy, Some patients would just want to talk.
Yeah, just want to talk. And just talk about the mental health.
And I learned a lot from them, you see what I'm saying? But that's where my weight loss journey started. It wasn't like me starting to ride or gym, nothing. They didn't have no gym where well, they had gym, but I wasn't interested in that, to be honest. But I wasn't eating. So started getting really small. I moved from where I was to another place. And I think that's when I started getting into the whole gym thing. Because I remember when I was in St. Lucia, I used to gym, but it wasn't like okay. So I used to train at the fire station from 3. My dad used to go to the after school. I leave school, go to the fire station, train. But I don't know. The training wasn't too serious, I guess. It was training, but it wasn't training too serious.
Okay.
But I remember those things, and I'm like, bro, I remember I have a love, like not a love, but a little. Okay, there is a lot. Notice there is a lot of things that I'm trying to grapple at, right? But let me just try to narrow it down. When I was training in the gym before I left St. Lucia, I always remember that when I used to be bench pressing, to get to the next level in terms of like strength, I would close my eyes and just meditate on all the naysayers, all the negative people, all the bro, and I just open my eyes, beast mode.
Wow.
Just use that as fuel, my guy. So I remember those things when I started losing weight, and I'm like, let me start doing my little push-ups, guy. Let me start going to the let me start riding, and that's when I realized, bro, there's something in me that has a love for health and fitness. Let me take it serious, and that's where this all started out.
Alright, so
when you left St. Lucia, you continued. When you left St. Lucia and you went to travel, right? You continued the health and fitness.
Well, yes, but it wasn't like I was doing a lot, so I couldn't necessarily
make time.
Yeah, because and not just that, I was tired, bro. Like I said, I was working and schooling at the same time. I was in college and working, so
like me, after this, I want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I will be going to the gym. I have my everything in the vehicle right now.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But for me, man, like I shout out to all the gym owners. Shout out my guy Wills from Wills Fit Lifestyle. I'm saying that's my guy. Shout out to all the gym owners in St. Lucia. Love what you guys are doing.
I'm currently at Labods right now.
Labods?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I met Wills there as well. He was there before. He had his own gym.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Home Style Fitness as well, Clears, I'm saying, from Bavano. For me personally, I love the gym, but I don't spend a lot of time in the gym. My training includes calisthenics, bodyweight training. You could do that anywhere. It's versatile. That's what I love about it. You don't need to go to the... Bro, to go to the gym, you need money. To go to the gym, you need time. To go to the gym... There are a lot of things that you need to go to a gym. You know what I'm saying? You're not just waking up one morning and go to the gym.
Take bus, extra bus, or ride, whatever the gym is.
Clothing, all of that.
Right. But calisthenics, you wake up from your bed, you go on the floor, 60 sit-ups, 60 squats, 60 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Working the entire body. You don't need to go to no gym. You get me? You work the entire body.
But some people need the level of motivation. You go to the gym, you pay $100 already. I'll not let my money burn me. My money will not burn me, so I'll go to the gym.
My brother tried that. My money had going. Let me tell you. When I was younger, okay, yeah, I did 3 weeks at Labots, same thing. And then the one day I decided, okay, I following a guy that was in the gym. See the boy pressing his legs. Let me tell you, next day I can't sit down. I never go back.
6 weeks. That's the first. You have to do 6 weeks straight, right? About 6 weeks, and there you know.
Yeah, but then so now we've started the 100 sit-ups challenge and the 100 squats. When I first started, I couldn't even laugh. It was bad. I couldn't laugh, but then now it's easier to get it done.
Let me tell you, sometimes the workout gets so intense that you feel like throwing up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Listen.
That was the start of the 100 sit-up.
For me, like, the first time I ever did a marathon was not here. It was in Canada. I did a 42k marathon, 42,000 kilometers. That took like 6 hours and something of running.
Whoa.
I had never done a marathon before that, first and foremost. Secondly, I barely had any training for that. That was just me just wanting to try something. Let me just see if I can do that. I prayed about it. I tell him, Musa, whatever, what you know what I'm saying?
So why are you looking at me?
You know what I'm saying?
He's getting comfortable,
Yeah.
But, like, the person that was closest to me at the time was my uncle, and when I told him that this is what I was going to do, the first thing he was like, boy,
maybe.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, boy, you're going to do a marathon? Boy, you know, because he used to run marathon too in his days. Like, boy, you're going to run a marathon, and da-da-da-da. So, with everything you want to set out to do, there are always going to be people talking.
Yes.
And so for me, our motto, the brand's motto is Ilios Probere Nurium. It's Latin for prove them wrong.
I like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I like to prove people long hair.
I said, can you say it again?
In Latin.
Yeah, say it again.
Ilios Probere Nurium.
Okay.
Alright? You will always have naysayers, yo. You get me? You will always have people telling you, boy, just so you want to do that, you want to do that, you always have that. You have to know what you want, and this is for the youth. Whichever young person is watching and listening right now, you have to know what you want, and forget about friends. All I also focus on what your friends will think, what your friends will say.
A society.
Yeah, but you see that the thing is that, and that's a dangerous thing, because I've said that before. Society is the biggest gang that you can find. Society, certain persons in society.
Social media as well.
Yeah. Some persons put on that show for social media, and then they cannot live up to it, and then it puts them in a spiral because they're so afraid of the judgment from society. And that's dangerous.
Definitely.
So young persons out there, please take our advice.
You see, the thing is, words oftentimes have little value to certain people. They don't care what you say until they get into a situation where it's necessary that they heed. I was like that.
And I think some young people, they're so addicted to validation. They're so addicted to posting that, hey, I need to be out there. They post so much that, hey, people need to know I'm alive. People need to know that I'm there. I'm still there.
I need to be seen.
I need to be seen. I'm still here.
But sometimes not being seen is the best thing.
The best thing. They don't know what you're about.
Exactly.
Facts.
If you get big, if you get small, they don't know.
Facts.
That's true.
Facts. But like I said, at the end of the day, everything boils down to you, what you want. And the prove them wrong mentality is not you going and do a bunch of things. If I tell Winston, boy, you can't jump off the building.
Or you to be stupid and go and jump off the building.
That in school days, people used to.
It's reverse psychology.
Yes.
Reverse psychology is for stubborn people.
Don't tell me I cannot do something.
Well, actually, I still go by that thing, you know. Wow. Whenever somebody tell me you can't, I hear you can. So when somebody tell me you will not, I hear you will. So like I've blocked it off. Like sometimes the person will try the negative thing, I'll hear something totally different to what they say.
You can just cancel it out. So
I not cancel that, I just not hate.
So oftentimes when people say something, I say, you know what, I cancel that. Cancel the negativity. Cancel
I doesn't even hate.
Cancel that. I tell
like,
myself that.
literally, I can see the person mouth moving. From the time I see negativity, I'll see their mouth moving, but I'll not hear what they're saying. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Or some people appreciate some of the older people. Okay, put tongue, like you know, like okay, put tongue, meaning that you will take your time. Take your time or something.
Take your time to do what?
To do what? To do what? Take my time so the negative is already there.
Yeah, listen, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what,
that one.
A lot of people disguise negativity as like jokes or as like, I'm saying,
yes,
like boy, like God, it's a disguise. But you see, why are you hanging around people that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, if somebody cannot improve you positively,
and
then
to be honest, that's the thing about me. It could be family, it could be parents, it could be whenever you try to put me down, I cannot shut off myself towards you. Like I cannot cool myself towards you. I will still deal with you. I'll still talk to you or whatever. But like certain things I will not be able to tell you, and certain things I will not be able to express myself to you.
I'm making a whole front for you mentally.
Yes, that's what I do, and that's why some people say, "Hey, you're dread, you're cold or whatever." But no, never. Like,
no.
Hey, hold on. Listen. You ever realize in life, it's always the people that give the most love that are always the ones that are getting crucified.
That's true.
I use the word crucified because look at Christ. He was just loving, very, very loving, wanted to save everyone. And you see what I'm saying? Look at the life he had to live. He's constantly suffering for the sake of others. And that's how it is in the world. Like you want to love. People go down is a boy. I know if I do that to them, now one must forgive me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the thing about me, I don't know if it's my personality and some people take my sign, but
asparagus. Anybody ask you what's your sign? Asparagus.
You know, I'm a Pisces. You know, I feed on love. I feed on love. That's me. I feed on love, and I feed off energy as well. So if you not give me the love, you will not get the love from me. To be honest, if you're not bigging me up and pushing me, you will not get that from me. It's just me.
Well, that's why you like to be around me.
My energy. So I actually, I have my own energy as well, my own aura, but yours, you need to reflect it. You have to be bouncing back with each other, bouncing back, bouncing back. Yes. So if the room
we experienced that yesterday.
Yes. So if the room has negative energy, I kind of shield myself. I cannot shield myself. I will not try to push it away, but I shield. Well, you know, and sometimes I actually react, or I'll just be in my own shell.
And I mean, I'm looking at the television right now, and the title there is Youth Empowerment.
Yes.
How can we really empower the youth? You see what I'm saying? Today I was looking at this video that Darren Sami made where he's asking a question. He said, how can a homegrown St. Lucian, born and raised in Lucia, how can a homegrown St. Lucian become a millionaire? How can a Lucian become wealthy? What is there in place for that person to get the proper knowledge to know how to get there? And is it even possible? He was asking that question. He made a live on Facebook yesterday, but I saw the video today. He was asking that question.
I think I came across that video yesterday.
And that's true. And you find that most times, for example, America, where we have about 300 million, right? As a population of America, they're about 300 million. If you come up with one product, right, and you could get 1 million people to buy that product for $1, you're already a millionaire. You're already a millionaire.
That's not going to happen in St. Lucia.
You know, the thing about St. Lucia now, you cannot get 1 million people to buy your product. So you have to raise your price. Yeah. You have to raise your prices.
And not only that, you'd have to go outside regionally and internationally in order for you to make it.
Right. And currently, that's what this current administration with the Prime Minister's vision is to actually put us on an international scale. That's what he's trying to do with his vision, put us on an international scale and not a third world country type of scale. So that's the vision he's trying to push.
Tell you what, the whole notion that we are third world countries. Can I swear on this?
No, you can't. You get me in trouble. Don't even think of it.
Okay. So the whole notion of us being a third world country is it's rubbish. You know, I remember when I was in Canada. That's how they refer to us. When I say they, I'm not just talking about Canadians.
No, that's how
we're talking
is.
about Jamaicans or people from the.
But even for sorry to cut you short. Even for myself and Winston, we did work on the cruise line industry. And then when you say, they ask you where you're from.
Lucia, what?
St. Lucia. Where is that? Huh? That's a third world country, and automatically.
Right. Oh, from the Caribbean. No,
you sure?
Oh, Jamaica, and they just switch directly.
Yes.
So a lot of people view us as that, and at the end of the day, what do we view ourselves as? And so people don't think. Like if you really sit down and analyze, you will see that people don't think. People hear something or they see something and they run with it. Boy, you don't see that person. They don't try to verify. They don't question it. None of that.
Some people.
Now I'm speaking of when I say people, it's looking at the majority. There will always be the minorities, but minorities not really. We're talking about the majority.
Some people. I believe not everybody.
The majority.
So I understand what he's saying. So you know when you tell a lie, when a lie is said, it spreads much quicker. But then when you say the truth, like 10 people share it doesn't reach as far as a lie. That's basically what he's saying.
So entertaining.
So with that being said, and with what I said earlier on about the third world country, so currently right now we can pay our ID cards, not our ID card, our national license, driving license online. So many things you can do online right now, and that's what this administration is trying to push. Even right now with the Ministry of Agriculture, we have a state-of-the-art website, and we have a farm we developed for farmers. So farmers could go on there and register the crops, register the amount of the lot they has, the different varieties of fruits, of vegetables, or whatever. And we could go right on that app or on that website, and you would see crop yield data for St. Lucia, crops on the market, crop prices, farmer registration, news, annual reports, other downloads you can get, and contacts of the Ministry of Agriculture, various
offices,
departments, offices, or whatever, just available to farmers. So you, as a normal civilians, could actually use that app and see what's available on the market. So we're actually trying our best to push not just physically, but the e-commerce aspect or the internet aspect of life in St. Lucia. So right now we're actually pushing that to make things more accessible for people.
Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, these are all platforms that majority of the youth are using, and majority of people.
But then you do have some young persons who are not technically savvy. They feel that it just doesn't make sense. That too much people are swarming those outlets, so they just don't want to get involved with it. And I'm saying to those persons, as much as yes, you want to gravitate away from technology, if we realize what's going on around us globally, technology is actually taking over. So be innovative. You may not.
No pun intended.
Yes.
I also saw something about. I'm still on the e-commerce world. The Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. I think Banco St. Lucia introduced it, right?
Yes.
Introducing it, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so
they're working on it actually.
Yes. A lot of people don't really understand Forex. They don't understand Forex. So that's another.
So that's a whole other topic you open in there.
Yeah, so we solutions will take hold of that opportunity, investing in stock. So for example, in America, there's plenty of opportunities where you can invest in stock, invest in different businesses. So for example, instead of buying a Nike shoe, buy Nike stock instead. You can invest over 5 years, so they have that amount, whatever. For example, the Bitcoin is so cheap. It then raised to $1,000. Now Bitcoin is now $11,000 thereabout. So right now is the time to invest as young people and move forward and with 5 months or 5 years, and then you will see the benefit of why you took on this opportunity.
So there are opportunities for young persons to get themselves out there. No matter what sector you are interested in, I do think that you can make it into something that you can gain monetary value out of it. It all depends on how hard you're willing to push, how far you're willing to go.
And earlier on you spoke about for people to be part of your team, they have to be determined, motivated, have a certain mindset. Right? In St. Lucia right now, we're trying our best right now, especially with that show, to push young people, to engage young people, to become young entrepreneurs, to become whatever they want to be. You understand? It's just a mindset to try and push and have them on that level. So maybe in the future, your team will be a much larger team.
Definitely. I mean, one thing I always say, you as much as you want a bird to fly, if the bird are ready to fly, they go flap with wings. You check it? You know what I'm saying? I'm in trouble. Hey, as much as you want to push somebody and hey bro, do this, do that, or hey, da. If that person doesn't want it, they won't go for it.
I'll give young people the benefit of the doubt. I could tell you. You see where I'm from in Garabag, no? There's some young people, and I spoke about that young guy on the show.
Yes, you did.
And spoke about someone. They just need someone to inspire them. They're so timid to go to someone. They're so timid to speak out. So they want somebody to go to them. Show me, hey, especially they have never gotten love from the parents. They want somebody out there to say, hey, I love you. Hey, look, hey, you trying your best. Hey, you doing that. I appreciate you.
So okay, the challenge is up to the two of us now. We're starting a movement where it's called Inspire You, where we're going to go around in all constituencies around the island and find that young person who's willing and ready to pull other young persons with them and inspire them to go forward.
Just to go forward.
I think that is going to be a fantastic movement, and it's actually going to boost up the energy and just the confidence among young persons, because there is the notion that young persons are lazy, they're not confident, they're not going to complete anything that they start. So if we actually start that movement, I think it's actually going to be a powerful movement around the island.
Yeah, so for example, we're trying to inspire youth, right? And you can see around St. Lucia some of the state-of-the-art football fields we have right now. So before, young people used to complain, hey, our field is messy, we have mud on our field, we don't like sun on our field, and you can see the current administration is actually investing into youth and sports. So right now, these young people would actually feel better and more comfortable in playing on these fields.
Not only that, maybe out of these facilities we can also get more sportsmen and women going international.
And you can see they opened the sports academy in university. So all that we're trying our best to push. The administration is trying the best to push.
So we're on the accelerator right now.
Yes.
I mean, for me, that's actually, like I said, I've always been somebody that I always had a desire to inspire. Like when I came back from Canada, the first thing I knew I wanted to do was go back to my school, Corinth Secondary School. Let's go back there.
Big up to Corinth Secondary. Hey, another one like me.
You know what I'm saying? Go back to that school, my bro, and just talk to the youth. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little bit of inspiration. Show them that, hey, I was this person, and here is where God has taken me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
With my show on Instagram, I started it like last year. It's called the Inspiring Minds Talk Show.
I know, I've always been on your show. I know.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I've always been at the Trudy's Exotic, so you don't see me in the Natoya.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That makes it interesting.
Yeah.
But we've had persons by the likes of Darren Sami on there, Noah Seas, etc., etc. And the goal is always to, hey, I notice you have made you've made yourself in a way, right? How did you do what you did, and how can you inspire the youth? You know what I'm saying? Yesterday I was at the mall. This young fella, he comes up to me smiling. He takes up his man. I'm like, hey bro, what's up? That always happens to me. I'm like, who's that? He's like, boy, I wasn't there. Like da da da. I'm like, oh okay, cool. Like,
look, I don't believe you should do that. Say, okay, nice. You know, just by the time you some people will be discouraged by. I don't know whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, see the thing is, you see, whenever I'm out, there's always a lot of stuff going on in my mind. Like I have a destination and to get from anywhere.
Yeah, but you have to remember that, and that happens to me as well. I'm very sure it started happening to Winston. From the time you put yourself out there on social media, you now become what you call a public figure. You become an influencer. So even if it may take you 5 minutes to get across the road, now it will take you 20. Because so many people will stop you just because you have said something that resonates with them.
And I could tell you, with my car in Babono, my horn stopped working. But you stop working. See that? My horn stopped working. It stopped because every single person, like you tell you about that, I would say about from Gara to Babono proper out of horn like 40 to 50 something people just by hitting my horn, checking everybody. And some people feel like, hey, you check me like what, and I'm gonna check me, you know. Or they feel like you have a problem with them. But with me, I horn every single person on that let's check. But now the ones are working out to fix it, but you know, even for the windshield right now, it's still checking, still like.
But yeah, man, like the focus has always been inspiring the youth and just wanting them to take themselves from wanting them to take themselves. You taking yourself, not you expecting somebody to come and do this, do that. Nah, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't expect people to come and. So yesterday I was speaking with a friend of mine, and she's like, "Oh, you know, the school system, they didn't teach us this and they didn't teach us that." Granted, that is true. It's unfortunate. It's sad. What you gonna do about it? You're gonna just stay in a rut because somebody didn't.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You teach yourself. You go out there and teach yourself. Don't expect people to do. The government isn't doing this for me. The government, okay, they're not entitled to do it for you. You're entitled to do stuff for yourself.
Because that one case, one young guy told me he went to Belfast and it never worked out for him. I said, how many times did you go? He told me once. I said, he never tried again?
Yeah, but your question, your advice should have been to him. Did you speak to the officers there? Did you ask them to help you?
So I told him, did you speak to the right people? Did you speak to the manager or the supervisor or whatever?
No.
Did you do these things? No. You didn't actually get another option. There's the credit union. There's so many other places. No. So he's actually bashing the system for his being determined enough.
See me, I'm a person that sometimes, honestly, certain businesses would kind of get annoyed by me because see if I send an application like I'm employed with Digital, right?
Okay.
Like before, like if I had sent an application to you, because I calling you tomorrow, I calling you the day after, I calling you the day after, I calling you the whole week. I email in, I come in, I will be there. I'm here. I want the works.
Let me tell you what. He came here and he changed my my SIM card from.
No, tell him. Talk.
He came to me to change my SIM card from Flow to GDCell, right? He came to me. He's like, he said, you get it 2 months. We have promotion right now. You get it. Knowing me, I'm a typical Lucian in that aspect. The freeness. I love some of the freeness. I say, okay, if I can get 2 months plan or whatever, I'm not losing it. As long as I have the same number. You know, I said, you want me to go inside the floor to change to have something? I said, what? The guy is so determined that he went to floor
to get it done for you.
To get it done and went back to the inside to finish the process. I was like, wouldn't they chase him out of there? Like, wouldn't they get vexed or upset? I was like, you coming from this to that? And like, okay, wow, he's so determined.
Okay, interesting. So guys, we are running out of time. We've run out of time actually. We're way over our scheduled time.
Yes.
Definitely it was a fantastic show. We're sorry to the next person who's supposed to be on, and we've taken some of his time, but definitely youth empowerment, we're getting the message out there to young persons. Is there any final words that you would have to say before we let our final motivational video play?
My final words would just be stay strong. So I'm saying stay focused, know what you want out of life. If you guys want to follow me and see more of my content, you could follow me on Instagram at InnovAce. The business page is InnovAce_SLU, YouTube at InnovAce, and stay motivated. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you so much. And our last motivational video before we close and wrap up, it's your value. So it basically with the message that we were speaking on in the last part of our segment. So I'm allow it to play and then we're off. So thank you so much for joining us on Youth Empowerment.
This is the dollar bill. Now if I go to the store and there's something for 90 cents, can I buy it with this dollar bill? Okay, all right. So
the character of our country tomorrow depends on the extent to which our young people are equipped to assume the mantle of responsibility. To place emphasis on the youth is to articulate an act of faith in a better tomorrow for our people. The late Louis George, Education Minister. It is my responsibility to tell the stories and to relate the realities of substance, leadership, and perseverance, bringing you the evidence of good governance, transforming lives, the literature and principles, performance, importance, and brilliance of the United Workers' Party. I am Diana Williams, and this is the UWP Working for You.
Bienvenue à sous Sky FM et puis ring the bell 93.1. Limo ici là c'est 45-6093. Moi ici là tous les jeudis, vendredis, samedi 8h jusqu'à 10h soir. Moi aussi à sous GVD TV et puis Facebook Sky FM, matchez ça et puis blanc de corps.
On va faire bail.
Crossfire, discussing the issues. Norbert Williams, Champagne, Dr. Secret, and Ring the Bell. Thursdays, 8 p.m. on Sky FM and GVD TV. Don't you miss it.
Bienvenue à sous Sky FM 93.1 et puis Dr. Secret lundi pour vendredi. Ça c'est 4h30 pour 8h au soir. Côté Dr. Sigwe ka encore nous. Côté nous ka discuter qui ça qui ka fait en pays. Nous aussi à sous Facebook et puis channel 115. Ça c'est GVD TV. Join-moi lundi pour vendredi à sous Sky FM 93.1 et puis Dr. Sigwe encore nous.
My MP said that we would have a new wellness center. Here we are. It's almost finished.
My community said we needed a new wing to our secondary school. And my MP said yes.
My sister said she needed help to find a job, so my MP created a job fair.
Our athlete said we needed better sporting facilities.
A new early childhood development center.
My neighbors said.
My sister said.
The children said.
Community said. Roads and a new park. And my MP said.
Yes.
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 Of course.
Nous tous, c'est une famille en Micoud Nord. Et nous continuons pour faire progrès avec Antigirl.
Bank. It was out of his breakfast. The diverse still good. Things were very difficult with my parents, and my mother opened a small bakery in the Castries area. Because my father do everything he could do for me, not for himself, for me personally. And from there, when I see my son yesterday, and I just remember my mother and my father every day, how they take it so hard to bring us up. And I seen from today there, I actually see good children for mother. The mother asks for freedom, the woman that's freedom, you know.
Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minerva Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it.
Bienvenue à sous Sky FM et puis ring the bell 93.1. Limo ici là c'est 45-6093. Moi ici là tous les jeudis, vendredis, samedi 8h jusqu'à 10h soir. Moi aussi à sous GVD TV et puis Facebook Sky FM, matchez ça et puis blanc call.
Crossfire, discussing the issues. Norbert Williams, Champagne, Dr. Secret, and Ring the Bell. Thursdays, 8 p.m. on Sky FM and GVD TV. Don't you miss it.
We're happy that Mr. Birch will be able to serve us to the extent and serve us very well, which I see to myself. That's a man that will be able to work for us.
Mr. Birch, I am wishing you the best of luck in the upcoming election. We love you, we are there with you, we are supporting you. And what can I say? I wish the United Workers' Party all the best in that election.
Thank you, Butch. Thank you, my Prime Minister. We all love you. You have a vision. God